in reference to the two ways of orientating the gem before cutting. Diopside is unusual in that it has perfect cleavage in two directions. To see more of this incredible gemstone, stay tuned to us.
Did you know that the Jewellery Maker phone number is free from a UK landline? Now you can spend those extra pennies on more shopping.
Welcome back, everybody. It is your clearance. So we've got an hour. I'm going to be racing through lots and lots and lots of gemstone strands. I've got lots of, basically, we've had the nod. We've had the nod from our management team. Clear it. Clear it, take it to rock bottom prices. Let's hopefully introduce some more jewellery makers to the family. Let's reward our existing jewellery makers for their loyalty. So stock up your stash. $2.95 all day, irrespective of whether you buy one or whether you buy 100. That'd be amazing delivery, wouldn't it? That would be a big delivery. Oh, that would be good. Now, I have got pearls, druzy, I've got amber, I've got obsidian, I've got so much. How about starting with your amber? Starting with your amber. Ooh, wonderful cognac amber, last in stock. So you do need to be on those phone lines as soon as you possibly can, as soon as you see the one that you love. Totally natural, gorgeous, gorgeous colours here. Sorry, natural shape, I mean, rather. Hasn't been faceted or polished. $14.95. We have got 10 left in stock. So $14.95 would be an amazing deal, wouldn't it? But we say clearance. We say clearance, and we do mean clearance. It's not just a word we throw into a sentence. Third off, like that. Like that. Gone. Price slashed. Amber, this gemstone which in 2004 dramatically reduced in terms of its supply to the world because of flooding in the Baltic region, which is where this actually comes from. Only now are we actually regaining a more of a regular supply of this gorgeous gem, which has meant that with the supply being down, the prices have dramatically increased. It is your own prehistoric snapshot into history, of course. These gemstones encapsulate bugs, insects, matter, plants, leaves, frogs in many occasions. Within the actual resin which has formed, it's not just resin or tree sap which has hardened over years. What we need to appreciate that amber has actually gone against Mother Nature herself. Heat pressures, intensities, fires, etc. That's what this gemstone has endured over millions upon millions upon millions of years. So if you love a gemstone that's a talking piece, amber is one for you. On and gone though, because lots of you are there. Moving on to box number... Oh, mulberry. So beautifully festive, but classy as well. I've noticed, I was walking through one of the lovely department stores in Dublin this weekend, and I was looking at the leather goods. No intention of buying any of them because I didn't have 4 figures to splash out on a handbag. But I was admiring, let's just say. I was like, oh, look, and, you know, touch everything. I've noticed mustards, very on trend. Bought myself a mustard hat and a scarf. Yeah. And mulberry colours. And mulberry colours. It is very elegant, isn't it? It's kind of poinsettia colour. 10 by 9 millimetres, so they are big too. You've seen the deals that we've been bringing you up with pearls this morning. Outstanding, but this strand is coming your way in a clearance. We should be, wow, really? $19.95? They're 10 by 9 millimetres. These are not small. They're not 6 by 7 or 5 by 4. $19.95 would be absolutely incredible. Fast and... Ooh, it's almost 50% off. Almost 50% off. You will need to pounce on these opportunities. When it comes to your cultured pearls, which are obviously farmed, but they are genuine, they're not plastics or synthetics, they are formed within a mollusk. It's a progressive process which does take many, many, many years, depending on the water temperature, obviously. These have actually been dyed, so that wonderful red colour has been influenced to the pearls. Never turn your nose up at that, because I know that a lot of pearls, a lot of gemstones in actual fact will actually go under some kind of treatment. It's no different to you and I putting our lipstick on in the morning, effectively making the most of your natural beauty. Love that ruby red as well, don't you? But it's slightly softer red, so it is going to be complementary of skin tones. So if you're thinking that really primary red, maybe like the what's on my graphics behind me, can sometimes be a little bit too bold for certain skin tones. This will be complementary and also age appropriate, season appropriate. You could mix this with your autumnal hues, you could mix this with greens or blues if you want to take it into Christmas. Keep it if you want to tone it down, maybe with your white pearls or sterling silver spacer beads, the Stardust spacer beads. Great for your prom, amazing for your bridesmaids. I mean, it is it is a strand that once you get it home, you'll know exactly what you're going to create with it. And of course, wonderfully reflective. Hello Barbara, Rupanti, hello to you Rosemary, Marjorie, Catherine in Argyle and Butte, hello to you Lynn, Lincolnshire, Cheryl, Isabel. We're busy this afternoon. A lot of you wanting to bag yourself a bargain of genuine gemstones and amazing deals. Should have been $19.95, and by the way, that would have been an incredible deal for 9 by 10 millimeter. Absolutely astounding. Stay where you are though. Shall I just pop it up to the neckline just quickly for you? Look at that. Oh look, it goes with what I'm wearing. Do you know, all of a sudden I feel like I can pop to the races. I'm just going to pop to the races. I've got my pearls on. Are there any races anywhere? If you go into the winter races, I was wondering, I've never been to the winter race. I'm going next month. What do you wear? Big coat because it's freezing, obviously. I know fats. Hats or fascinator, not a mixture of the two. Yeah, hats or fascinators. Oh, big pearls like this. I bought myself some faux fur. Bought myself some little ankle boots. I need these. I need these to go with it. Got to move on. Well done. Oh. Now these are bicones, aren't they? And it's your bronzite. So there's two factors that I never bring you, very rarely bring you. One of your favourite shapes. I think it's quite, it reminds me of outer space. It reminds me of your flying saucers, if you like. Totally and utterly natural. This is your bronzite, which has got a wonderful woody, it's almost a chatoyancy to it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's complementary. Again, this with those mulberry pearls that you've just seen, this with your white pearls that you've just seen. You've got a really dynamic geometric shape, so fantastic for your 1920s designs that we were talking about earlier on. Beautiful for drops, unisex as well, because do you know, I used to sort of refer to unisex jewellery and unisex strands, but Tom, my partner, he's not afraid to wear jewellery, which I love, and genuine gemstones, which I really, really like. So this, on a classic stretchy bracelet, I think is very masculine, but also at the same time, can be a feminine, maybe just the injection of some pinks or some pearls, etc. Some rose gold would be beautiful, but it's a really lovely shape of gemstone, isn't it? And I'd imagine one of the most wasteful of shapes, because you have got such a dramatic angle twice over, haven't you? So I'd imagine it's quite wasteful. We're supposed to be £8.95, but it is a clearance. Lowest on-screen price. When we say clear out the vaults, we absolutely mean it. I'm pretty certain that this will be the only bicones that we've got available. Yeah. Are these also the only bronzite? Yes, for sure, absolutely. So if it's a gemstone you haven't seen in a long time, it's a gemstone that maybe you've never worked with before, get it home, because it really has got almost a chatoyancy to it, a sort of silvery sheen. It is natural, so you'll see its beautiful formations. It's kind of a mixture between your picture jasper and your tiger's eye, I suppose would be the best way to describe it. Stay on those phone lines, do check out as soon as you can. Just because I move on doesn't mean that you've not been successful. And everything then we put at the bottom of the screen, so well done. One of my favourites, oh, need it in my life. Do you know, Martha's just saying, Elle, why do you love green onyx so much? It's just so visual and so intense, and it glows. It's like, you can imagine the gemstone actually having almost like a soul, I suppose. Like it glows from the inside out. It's got a real presence behind it. And we saw it on the Wall of Fame today. I've never seen this cut. Love it. Oh, I'm putting this up to the neckline. Putting this up to the neckline. I love onyx. Just one of these on some sterling silver earrings. Beautiful. It can be so simple, because all of the complexity and the faceting, and they are. I mean, could they be any more perfectly cut? Don't you think? Now that is a mixture between a marquise and a briolette, because it is 360 degrees all the way around, so you can see that gorgeous checkerboard luster around here. But think about the angles, think about the points of either points of the gemstones. In actual fact, it's one of the most complex, so these would be sort of master lapidarists that would embark on a strand like this, because the slightest false move, and you know, the reality is that you could chip off the end of the gemstone. I've never seen this strand before and I absolutely adore it. I'd love to get it. You know, it's one of my favourite gemstones. Now the price we should be $29.95 for all of these. Let me count them. 2, 4, 6. Hang on, I'll lay it out first, that's easier. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. That's 9 pairs of earrings. Should be £29.95. How about we bring you each marquise stroke briolette cut, because it's a mixture of the two, a pair of earrings for £2.50. Well, listen, I'd pay that 10 times over. If you had, and then some, if you had 2 of these onyx on sterling silver and said they're £20, Eleanor, I would say, yes, please, thank you very much. Here's my money. Here is my money. £21.95 for all of these beautiful pieces. There's 70 carats in total. We've got it a faceted rice bead, but I would say it's more of a marquee shape with a briolette cut, because they are rounded. If I turn it round ever so slightly, can you see that? They are beautiful. They've got a sort of fat body. Look at that colour. There's no other colour like it. You can't say, oh, it's like an emerald, because it's not really, is it? It's not like an emerald, it's not like a chrome dioxide, it's not like a peridot. Green onyx is so individual. I love it, I absolutely adore it, and already loads of you are there, but it's last in stock. We should have been bringing this to you at just under £30 today. You have got near on a £10 reduction, so near on a third off. Best time to get hold of it is right now. Best time to get hold of it. I'm not willing to part with that. Martha, I'm keeping it with me. It's going by there. Oh, this with that. Hang on a minute. I know what you're trying to say, Martha. Martha's saying, do you know, what does it look like, Al? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I mean, oh my goodness, these look like absolutely decolourless diamonds. That's what they look like. Oh, I'm going to bring that strand back in just. Can you see that there? Crystal clear clarity. They are micro facets. Oh my goodness. Aren't they gorgeous? They do look like faceted diamonds of the finest quality and grade. And it is a long strand. It is a long strand. Do you want me to put this against black so you can actually see? So you can, comes in a gold box, so that speaks volumes. Let's put this against a black background so you can actually see the quality of the rondelles. micro faceting on a 2x1 gemstone. I mean, that takes immense skill. It takes immense patience. It takes a lot of time to take one individual and I couldn't count them. I could not count this strand. I tell you what, I'll count up to an inch, shall I? Let me count how many are on 1 inch, because there's 29 centimetres. If I can, that is. In fact, shall I count a centimetre? That's probably better. 2, hang on. 2, 4, 6, 8. This is hard. I need some tweezers to do this. This is hard. Dial in while I'm doing this. The regular what? $14.95. Get it whilst you can. Okay, whilst I count a centimetre as accurately as I possibly can, let me just push that up. Perfect for Christmas. $11.95 for you, jewellery makers. Well done. 2, 4, 6. There's 6 in on a centimetre. 6 times 29. There's approximately 174. Can I pop it up to the neckline? Oh. Or in the hair? Oh, isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. This has got to be one of my favourite favourite clear quartz strands. I mean, you can see the clarity, can't you? You can actually see how flawless that clarity is. You can see that gorgeous faceting, and all I'm doing is just slightly moving it up and down so you can see how they're capturing and playing with the light. This with the green onyx just, oh! This with some black spinel. This with some of the pearl bundles that you saw earlier on would look amazing. This with some peacock pearls or black pearls or white, anything. It goes with anything, doesn't it? And it's a long strand. So it's going to go an awful long way. How many did we work out? And it is approximate. 174 approximately. If our calculations are correct. Well done to you, County Durham, Barbara, hello to you, Route 1T, hello to you, Colleen, hello to you, Janice, hello to you, Norfolk, hello to you, Francis. It does come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get these home. I implore you to. Get these home. Fall in love with the purchase, and if you don't, for whatever reason, send it back to us. Because do you know what? There's a little lady sat right here in the studios that will absolutely grab it off your hands. Absolutely. I mean, it can be just the most simple design with these, can't they? Look how they emulate quality diamonds. And we were talking, Martha, earlier on about a few months ago, actually. We haven't spoken about it since, but from the programme Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw, the Carrie Bradshaw diamond necklace, she only uses like about an inch of them. I mean, these could be white topaz. Topaz is a naturally brilliant forming gemstone. They could be absolutely eye-clean zircon. But the reality is, you know what? Gem quality quartz, eye-clean quartz, is only found in a few locations in the world. Brazil is one of the most prominent, most certainly. This is only a handful of collectors. This is the biggest seller of the show this hour. And you're still coming in. Marjorie, Julie, Karen, Khan, Carol, you're there. Francis, Rosemary, Beverly. Hello to you, Sharon and Fazilat, you're there as well. Sorry, Martha, I'm getting so excited. I'm not parting with this. Oh. Together forever, never to part, absolutely. Yellow sapphires in a clearance. These two have to go together, they do. Canary yellow sapphires in a clearance. Look at that. Intensity of colour. Sapphire can be an opaque gemstone. It can often have so many inclusions that you can't see the diaphanity, you can't see internal brilliance. Not here. You've got beautiful, beautiful clarity. They are faceted rondelles and they have been ever so slightly heat treated. You know what? Our Salon Sapphire collection on our sister channel is heat treated. Never think that's a bad thing. The Royal Engagement ring. I asked Matt Bennett once, one of our in-house gemologists, gorgeous here, Steve Bennett's son. I said, is the royal engagement ring heat treated? He said, yes, more than likely. At that size, it is more than likely heat treated or even diffused. So never think of that as a bad point, because it's not in all reality. Can I just say, I'm building up a little bit of a stash, a little collection here. The green onyx, the clear quartz, and also now this yellow sapphire is about to join. It is clearance. September's birthstone. We're supposed to be bringing this to you at $34.95. They're 2 by 1 millimeters, so if you love that size of the clear quartz, this is exactly the same. £10 reduction for you. Should be $34.95. Last in stock though. We're racing through lots of clearance opportunities. Sapphire comes in a rainbow of colour. It's not just your blues, which is probably the most well known. In fact, it is the most well known, really. You can get yellows, you can get white sapphire, you can get pinks, you can get green sapphire, you can get orange sapphire. An array of colours. Really, it comes down to the beauty, the brilliance, the diaphanity, and of course how perfectly they're faceted. Nicola in Kent, excuse me whilst I go and mop up my tea that I just spat everywhere. That price is ridiculously amazing. Martha, what are we doing? Love it. She says it's Monday. Same again tomorrow, Nicola. So maybe have your cup of tea in the short break. I know, I'm building up a little stash here. But Martha did say that that's what this hour was going to be about. We've had the nod of approval. Martha's, you know, you've really worked your magic this afternoon, haven't you? Can I just bring them all back in? Wait. Still available. If you watch live on the internet, you can see. If you're with us on the telephone line, you just tuned in, not a problem. Call centre will be able to help you, not a problem. Look at this for a combination. Oh. Please. Don't you think they work together? So beautiful. So, what would I call this? I'm seeing a rainforest. I don't know. Or maybe a bird of paradise. Bird of paradise. I've got to move on. Just pick that up and say. Number 5. Now it's a rainbow coloured hematite, but look at the shape. I want to bring that bundle back in. Not been on your screen since August last year. And we're going to be bringing it to you at the lowest ever price, 75 carats of your faceted rice beads. You've got that gorgeous shape, flashes of blues, yellows, greens within purples. It's perfect for accenting your coloured gemstones because it will reflect those colours as well. In fact, it adopts the surrounding colours. So within the studios, can you see how on one side it almost looks like you're seeing mostly blues, on the other side you're seeing mostly yellows? It's all depending on which way. So here, look at the blues there. That might just be coming off the off my tablet in front of me. It might be, I don't know, reflections from the clearance sale sign behind me on the plasma. It's not been on your screens since August last year. Beautifully faceted and wonderful for this forthcoming season, of course, the party season. This is so amazingly New Year, isn't it? Perfect for New Year. And you've got that size that you could incorporate into just a simple bracelet, restrand it maybe with some black spinel in a necklace, wear it in some shepherd hook earrings to create a cascade design. They could be used in your head pins, they can use in your headbands. I mean, the world is your oyster, really. Your prerogative. 5 by 3 millimeters. There's a 37 centimetre strand. They should be £8.95. I know I've said this already a lot this hour, but should be. Never mind the shoulds. £6.95 for you today. We did say it was going to be fast and pacey. Do check out though as soon as you possibly can if you're with us on the web, because many of these are minimal in terms of quantity. So it's worth, if you want to wait till the end of the hour, then I'll just keep everything across for you. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Stay where you are. Got to move on because we've managed to acquire. Is it really Zambezia? Oh. Number what, sorry? Oh, here, I've got it. Now, okay. My very good friend Alex Mackay is one of your hosts on the Gem Collector Hour. But also, I spoke one-to-one with Steve Bennett about my own personal Zambezia Morganite. Let me just let you in on a secret. Well, it's not a secret, but I wore it into the studios once. It was actually on my day off. I was just popping in for whatever reason it was, and Steve actually spotted it. It's the same shape as what you're about to see here. And just passing by each other in the corridor, and Steve actually said, look at the quality, amazing. This is years ago. It was one of the first purchases I made. You did really well there. That was the exact word, short and sweet. You did really well there. And I was like, I know, because I've had it valued. Now, Zambezia Morganite is celebrated. What makes it different to other Morganite? Because it can be found and mined in different locations. Gemologists rave about Zambezia Morganite because it almost flips Morganite on its head. Morganite is known for that sort of peachy hue, isn't it? That peachy colour. That's why it's often called alluring. Zambezia softens the main body colour but elevates the secondary hues. So it's actually the secondary hues which are more prominent, so that's why you see more of a salmon pink. Now, on a recent buying trip, I say recent, about a year ago now, time flies, doesn't it? Steve Bennett was over at the Hong Kong Trade Fair. He sent a direct video link back to be shown to our amazing customers of TGGC. And it actually said, look at this Zambezia Morganite. The price increase is 500%. So if you see one that you love, to quote Steve directly, grab it. Because we haven't been able to buy any, currently to date, in over 4 years. Now, I'm not saying that we haven't got any Zambezia Morganite. I've got it. Our sister channels have it as well. But we have not been able to buy any recently because of the massive price increases. You are also buying Morganite direct from the proud owners of the world's largest faceted Morganite. I will try and get this with some tweezers as well. The intensity of colour is just amazing. It's beautifully faceted. Even if you don't know what, really it should be £20. Can you pass me some tweezers, my darling? Even if you don't know what to do with it, grab it. I mean, I see Alex shares with me, Alex is my friend off Gem Collector, shares with me pictures that many of our customers actually send in where they've bought a loose individual gemstone and they've gone on to have something something commissioned after. So I do it myself. Before Jewellery Maker days, long before Gems TV days, I was buying loose gemstones. A friend of mine used to work on the oil rigs. So when he used to go to certain locations, he used to buy me gemstones and I'd bring them back and then I'd design my own piece of jewellery. Do it, it's great fun, it's great fun. Sorry, thank you, lovely. Let me see if I can pick this up. If you're getting this, well done, well done. If you've never seen a Zambezia Morganite, you'll recognise the difference. There is a massive difference between, just because of the colours, it's more of a pink. I'm being very careful to pick this up. It's not the right tweezers that we use for our loose gemstones. Can we maybe request one of our gem collector tweezers? Just because it's easier for us to hold them properly. I mean, look, it's that perfect ring size. Look at the pinks. Can you see what I'm referring to? It's not so much the peach. It's more of the pinks. Yes, it comes with a certificate of authenticity, so I will show you that. It tells you the shape, which is obviously a pear. Let me hold that out. It tells you the shape, which is obviously a pear. It tells you the treatment. Don't let that, Morganite often is actually heat treated. It tells you the cut. It tells you the exact measurements and calibrations. You've got the carat weight there, so it's specifically on the nose, half a carat. It tells you the location that this gemstone has actually come from, and most importantly it says that it's Zambezia morganite. Now get this home whilst you can. Absolutely beautiful. We have got another 10 of these, and I'm going to do you know what, that's a really good way of actually showing it to you with the white background. Oh, typically as I drop the gem. So previously sold at a much higher price point, so you're getting a substantial saving here. I love morganite in a pear, don't you? Love it in the pear cut. It's so eye clean. Imagine this with, I'm just thinking rose gold. Every time I see rose gold, sorry, morganite, I think of rose gold. Marianne, well done. Hazel, well done. Manchester, well done. Susan, well done. Jackie, well done. Jill, well done. Francis, well done. Rupanti, well done. William, well done. Sue, Sussex, Zara, Joe, you're all there. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I've got to move on. That's hugely exciting. And if you do have something specially commissioned, will you show us the picture? Because I'd love to see it. Okay, moving on to... Oh. Right, wait 1 second. Can you bear with me? Because I just dropped one strand. Don't worry, durable gemstones as well. I'm bending down. There we go. Just because I'm bringing them back. And I'm not even sorry. I'm not even sorry, you know. Martha, clear quartz are back on the screens. Oh, look. Oh, I mean, you have got a very, very, very high-end strand of natural, genuine gemstones. This is a highly refractive gem. What does that mean? Refraction. It's referring to the gemstone's ability to bend and play with the light. If you imagine a straw within a glass of water, sort of like what we used to do when we were in school, and you look through and the straw almost looks like it bends and distorts slightly in the water. That's what garnet will do with light. So why is that something that we as your host will refer to? Why do we say, oh, it's a highly refractive gemstone? How is that going to benefit us as the wearer? Well, it's because it'll bring you astounding amounts of brilliance, especially when it's out into natural daylight. So light entering in, it'll absorb it and ricochet around, if you like, every single one of those facets. Now, this is a high-end strand, and they are absolutely jam-packed on there, aren't they? In the words of Martha, they are stacked onto the strand. I mean, look at the quality. I'm just looking at the location. I'm just trying to establish. Okay, African garnet. We've recently been informed that this quality of the high-end quality of garnets will not actually be, well, currently, never say never, it might change in future years, but so limited are the quantities of this level and this grade that we have to be looking at your yellow golds to be with collections on our sister channels rather than your sterling silver. So how many pieces of jewellery could you create? Of course, January's birthstone, but absolute eye-clean clarity and astounding brilliance. They're all top drilled, so very easily to just sort of slip a head pin through, do a simple wrap loop and suspend one of those in a wonderful teardrop pendant effect. Create maybe a waterfall pair of earrings. These, along with the clear quartz that you've just seen, I mean, they are perfect, aren't they? Absolutely perfect with one another. $44.95, and there's a big reduction coming your way. Every bone in my body tells me that this could be a much, much, much higher price tag. $34.95 only. I'm going to quickly try and count these for you. Be dialing through though, because it is clearance, it is last in stock. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68, 70, 72, 74, 76, 78, 80, 82, 84, 86, 87 on this one strand, approximately. That's working out approximately 40 pence per brilliant. That's 80 pence for a pair of garnet earrings, effectively, plus your sterling silver findings. And I am assuming that you'd want to use your sterling silver findings. Amazing. I'm not willing to part with that. That's going on my T-bar. It's going on my T-bar. Beautiful. Number 9. You saying that, Martha, on the L-bar? That's like the make of my car. The L-bar on the R-bar. On the L-bar. Your number 1 popular gemstone. 3 years consecutively. Is that right? It's still 3? I can understand why. It's mysterious, isn't it? And if you've never seen labradorite before, it's really compelling. It's a natural gemstone, but it's regarded as a phenomena gem, meaning it gives you a wonderful optical effect. Flashes of various hues. So you might see, let me just pop that on the back. Oh, look at that. Look. Pop it on the back of the hand. Every single angle that I turn, the wearer will naturally turn as light ricochets from those tiny inclusions. You'll see that fantastic display, and it is a display, isn't it? I often refer to it as the sort of fish effect, because it does look like sort of the scales of a fish flashing from the sunlight, I suppose. You've got that iridescence, and you can imagine it through the water, can't you? Through the waves. My family, I come from a family of, not from a family of fish, but my dad does like fishing. And my mum likes fishing as well. So yeah, I'm used to seeing those beautiful colours. I mean, look at the golds here. Look at the golds that you're getting here. Look at the blues here. Then it's more your greens, and then certainly warmth of pinks at the tops of the strand. Slight graduation. I've brought you labradorite. I do know, actually. I'm trying to think if I brought it today. No. I have not brought you a single strand of labradorite so far today. Should be £9.95. Really? This should be £9.95. I'm not surprised that loads of you are there. £7.95. I mean, for the faceting alone, surely. In their rough form, surely. Grab it whilst you can. 75 carats of this gorgeous natural genuine gemstone. Already 50% of the stock has gone. I'm going to hold this up to the neckline for you. Team this with your spinel. Team it with your moonstone. It loves moonstone, again being a phenomenal gem. Team this with black agates. Team it with your clear quartz. You've just seen it. If you want, use labradorite with various different colours, because it almost absorbs those colours. You know this. You know this, jewellery makers. Those of you that are with us on a regular basis, you know what labradorite can do, and you also know the quality of our labradorite. Angela, Worcestershire, Betty, William, Marjorie, hello to you, Moira, Rosemary, Janice, hello to you, Kathleen and Valerie. I can't keep up with the names, to be honest. I've got Jennifer there, Irina there, Chris there, Aisha there, Sharon there. Nearly all gone. This could be an on-screen sellout. Got to move on. Well done. Stay where you are on those phone lines. That with the garnet. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What, sorry? Number 19. I've been looking at these. Are they really? Etched and then dyed. They are tribal. There's only 25 of these. They are. They kind of remind me of sort of the Jungle Book. It has got a real, yeah, like Lion King. They are huge. 28 by 18. I'm just thinking this with leather. With some paracord, with some hessian. Yeah, that would be fabulous, wouldn't it? Aren't they wonderful? Gents jewellery. Yeah, absolutely. Paul, you'd be rocking this, wouldn't you? They have got, and I just think, tribal. Have you noticed there's a lot of fringing in fashion at the moment? There's a lot of fringing, etc. So sort of that tribal sense is on trend. I'm just thinking just one. You'd only need one, wouldn't you? Just one on a simple pendant. $11.95 for agate. Beautiful agate. Wait, $11.95? Look at the size of the agate. $6.95. How many have we got for you here? And the size of the drill holes, which I will show you, are substantial, so you could easily get leather cord through it, maybe your paracord as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Look, 70 pence each. Look, how easily could you thread some paracord through there? I'm sure you could. You could do so much with these, couldn't you? I love the texture behind these. I love that. You can imagine almost sort of the etchings you find inside a cave, can't you? Sort of prehistoric etchings on a cave. They have got that kind of caveman-esque sort of, I guess, look behind them, haven't they? $6.95 only. Moira, Suffolk, Janice, Rosemary, Route 1. I'd love to see what you do with these. Please Wall of Fame it. Moira, Kimberly, hello to you. Margaret and Gwent. Stephen, you're with me in Oxfordshire. Tracy, you're with me. Lorraine in Midlothian. Sue-Ann in Bedfordshire. Again, just one on a leather, a piece of leather or hemp cord, whichever. They're fabulous, aren't they? Have they sold out? I'll move on, because it certainly looks like they are. Well done. Check out as soon as you can, because they are all allocated. Okay, number 13. I'm loving these. I'm absolutely loving these. Now, a little bit of an itch then. This is one of Martha's favourite gemstones, but it's also... Oh, it does go with my outfit today. Have to hold up to the neckline now, don't I? These are some of the biggest snowflake obsidians. They are 14mm rounds. They have been on your screens once, but guess what? Over a year ago. Why have they not, actually almost 2 years. Why have they not been on screen since then? Have we been stashing these away? These are natural. Obsidian is a gemstone which creates a very dramatic effect. It's almost like a blizzard at night. Highly reflective. It's the only gemstone which I know has got that beautiful monochrome look. So again, this with your clear quartz, this with your spinels, very decorative and 100% natural. I've not seen, this is the first time I'm bringing you obsidian, and snowflake obsidian more to the point, all day. First time. All day, and I've been with you now for coming up 5 hours. 450 carats of natural genuine gemstones. Let's bring it to you at a clearance price, of course, the lowest ever on-screen price. Grab it whilst you can. I have got no idea why this hasn't been on your screens in almost 2 years. But that's good, because right now you're tuning into a clearance hour and you can make the most of this $6.95 price tag. They're 14mm. 14mm. Shall I count them for you? Because they are pendants, effectively, aren't they? Or they're certainly sizable enough to be pendants. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29 on here. 29? They're like little worlds, like little planets, like galaxies almost, aren't they? That's 24 pence per genuine gemstone. Amazing cocktail ring to macrame round. Oh, I'd like to see the macrame with some satin cord. Or a wire macrame, that would look amazing too, wouldn't it? Hello to you, Suzanne, Linda, hello to you, Beryl, hello to you, Stephen, hello to you, Suan, hello to you, Gloucestershire, hello to you, Moira, hello to you, Helen, hello to you, Fazla, hello to you, Jill, Lorraine's multi-bought as well, congratulations to you, Nicola, hello to you. That's it, Martha. I can no longer drink tea now whilst watching Jewellery Maker. I'll have to redecorate at this rate. I know, Nicola, I know. Have you noticed I've got to my left, nice mug of coffee, nice bit of cake. I daren't eat it. Amelia brought me some cake in. I daren't eat it because you know what? Do you want me to show you? Whose cake is this? I daren't eat it. Oh, look. Oh, we've got a birthday in, haven't we? Yes. Lovely. So I'll enjoy that with my coffee a little bit later on because I know, Nicola, it'll be all over the cameras and you don't want that. Nobody needs that on live television. Okay, moving on. Moving on to number... Oh, these are beautiful. Graduated plain rounds. Are these Zambian? They certainly look like it. They certainly look like Zambian. Ever so slight graduation. There's less than 50 of these available. Once they're gone, they're gone. Look at that colour. Totally natural. Our graphics say African, so it could be. The colour indicates to me that they are. Zambian amethyst has really got a strong secondary hues, amount of blue coming through. That's potentially why it is so incredibly intense. Usually amethyst will undergo a little bit of heat treatment to bring out that colour. Not a problem, absolutely, as long as it follows the industry standard, but this needed none of that, such as the quality and grade. I've seen this strand previously before. I can remember bringing it to you, and I can remember saying, restrand it, maybe with some pink cord running through, or some of your Teflon thread, or even some of your rose gold findings, just to really, really, really elevate the beauty and the quality of each solitaire. High end, 8 to 10 millimeters is a 20 centimeter strand. Already lots of you there. It's going straight down to a single figure price tag, last of stock. We can't mess around. Never mind, we should be. We're going straight down to your clearance price. $8.95 for natural amethyst of this quality. They're up to 10 millimeter rounds. 10 millimeters. They're huge, and I've only brought one strand of purple amethyst all day. One strand. The reality is, as your gemstone supplier and as a jeweler, which we are, without shadow of a doubt, if this is from Zambia, we do expect a delay. We do expect there to be a delay in delivery, and the reason for that is because the world desires Zambian. I'm guessing it is because it just says African, and I'm guessing by the colour. So don't take that as mustard, but it certainly looks like it. Route 1T, hello to you, Doreen. Lynn, hello to you, Lorraine. Hello to you, Kathleen, Pat, Fiona, you're with me. Beverly, Tatiana, Irene, Deborah, Joe, Michelle, hello to you. Aisha's on the phone lines. Suan in Bedfordshire on the phone lines. Congratulations. Gillian in Essex. Norfolk, you're there as well. Busy, 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 busy. You love a bargain. You love a clearance deal, don't you, jewellery makers? And why wouldn't you? I'm a savvy shopper as well. You know when you go to this happened the other day. I mean, nowhere near as special as genuine gemstones, but we were shopping. My other half and I were shopping the other day. And he treated himself to a coat. And then when he came to actually pay at the checkout, they were like, oh, it's not that price. It's actually 50% off that price tag. You know when you're like, you could almost do air punches, can't you? Because you're that happy. You thought it was amazing anyway. An amazing price tag. He did. He's like, oh, that's good for a coat. 50% off. Happy days. And at this time of the year, Catherine, well done. Gillian, well done. Moira, well done. Virtually sold out, so do check out. Nuno, hello to you. Fazla, Alison, you're there as well. Got to move on. $8.95. Not willing to part with that one. Keeping it there. We are going to get through every single one. 21, 21, 21, 21, 21. Oh, this is beautiful. I brought the pink earlier on of this. I saw the pink earlier on. This is in a clearance. Ah, I do love this. With it, it's kind of got, it's gold, but it's got a soft gold, hasn't it? Do you see what I'm referring to? More of a champagne colour. 16 by 10 to 9 by 7 millimetre, straight down. Again, we've got 10 minutes left with your clearance hour, so I want to bring you as much as I possibly can. So Martha and I are picking up the pace. If I speak faster, it's because I want to bring you as many deals as I possibly can. So we'll have to work together on this. So no dilly-dallying along the way, please. Straight down to our price points. Grab it whilst you can. We've faceted these, so both sides 360 degrees. You've got that beautiful metallic detail, but if you think, oh, gold, it doesn't quite go with my skin tone, it's maybe a little bit too buttery, well, you'll actually, I'm guessing you'll find this will be even more complimentary, because I love yellow gold, but at one point I used to think, oh, do you know what, it doesn't go with my skin colourings, but now I love yellow gold just because I think it works well with lots of gemstones. But this kind of soft champagne gold colour, yeah, thought so. Look how it sits, look how it matches the skin tones. This alongside spinels, this with your pearls would look beautiful. This with your yellow golds, your antique bronze findings. This with the garnet strand that you've just seen. This with the onyx that you've just seen. This with the sapphires that you've just seen. This with, the list is endless because you've that golden hue straight down to your clearance price. Only today did I actually bring you the sort of dusky pink of this exact same strand. I think it was. I think it was the same strand. Yeah, is that right? Didn't know it came in the champagne colours. I'll leave that with you. Again, it's going on it's going on L's bar here. Okay, moving on to number 12. 17, I was going to say. That's all right, Martha, we were up early. We were up very early, so you're all right to mix your numbers up every so often. Did you really? Oh, hang on a minute. Can we all just give Martha a round of applause? Because I've just heard, and she's still walking, my goodness. She only ran half a marathon yesterday. You're amazing, Martha. Are you a runner? Are you a runner? You are a runner. You look like you're a runner because you're quite athletic. She's got amazing legs. Amazing legs, very shapely. Very shapely. You look like a runner. But yeah, that's 13 miles. Point 1. I bet that one is an absolute killer, isn't it? I used to run, but I've become a little bit lazy, but I've never run that distance. Never run that distance. Anyways, totally, oh, look at these. Oh. We guarantee the carat weight, but look how many there are. They are all cabochons. I'm going to pick them up individually. Look. Look at those colours. Oh, it has got a spicy sense to them, haven't they? Beautifully lustrous, shiny quartz. Supposed to be £17.95 for 740 carats of this wonderful natural gemstone all the way from the USA. Various different shapes, various different sizes. Wow. Can I just count how many I have here? We guarantee the carat weight rather than the size. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 of these. That's less than £1 a piece. Less than £1 a piece. Aren't they gorgeous? It's like, I was only saying mustard colours are really, really on trend at the moment. I bought a mustard handbag. Yeah, I am obsessed with mustard. Do you know what? When I was over in Egypt, I bought a mustard bag. And then when this weekend, I bought a mustard woolly hat and a mustard scarf. These would go. You've got mustard gemstones here. Well, kind of mustard. Flying out. Okay, I can squeeze one more in. So, do you reckon we can squeeze a few more in? Okay. If I pick up the pace. Number 10, number 10, number 10. These with any of the gemstones actually that I've just brought you. These are those pyrite, would be gorgeous. These are smoky quartz. Gemstone of Scotland, of course. We're going to go straight in with your clearance price tag because we are running out of time. Oh no! Want to continue the clearance deals? Well, don't you worry. This afternoon show will be amazing deals as well, of course. It's with the gorgeous Lucy, who is on a countdown to having a baby. So do stay with us. $6.95 only for your graduated faceted drops. Every time I look at a briolette cut like this, I think, no, it could not possibly be a single figure price tag. It just makes sense, doesn't it? I've cut a smoky quartz before. I've had a go at faceting this gemstone. Rubbish. I was rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Look at that. Got to move on. Stay where you are on those phone lines. Check out as soon as you can. Number 12. We're going to leave on your carved gemstones. We have got more clearance coming your way tomorrow with the lovely Martha. So Martha's bringing you an hour of clearance same time. Because I'm up at the crack of dawn again tomorrow. It's not even dawn. It's not dawn. There is no light by the time we get up at that time. It is darkness. It is the middle of the night, actually, to be fair. Okay, let's bring it to you straight in. It is your carved flowers. They're 10mm round and they're carved on both sides as well, so they're beautiful. The first of your carved gemstones that I've been bringing you this afternoon. $6.95 only in your red agate. Not $9.95 as they should be. We are up against it. We are running out of times. I mean, this with your pyrite, this with your, just endless, aren't they? The amount of detail, because they are sort of rosebuds effectively, and that perfect red rose colour. How long would it take to actually create that carving? And I was speaking to Glenn Lair about carving of gemstones. Of course, he is a lapidist, but he's also well known for his internationally regarded for his carving ability. As we know, the Bahia is situated in the Gemological Institute of America, over in probably the biggest institute in the industry, over in Washington. He speaks about he always says there's a huge difference between carving and faceting of a gemstone, and you can see that, can't you? Because within carving, you've got to create curved lines on many occasions. These are definite curves. With faceting, it tends to be more mathematically flat edges, which you use to orientate and play with the light. Carving, it's maybe taking an opaque gemstone. So often you see jade being carved, you see your onyx being carved, you see agates being carved. Samantha, gorgeous. Absolutely. Totally agree with you, Samantha. Thank you so much for joining me this morning and this afternoon. I'll be back with you tomorrow from 8 a.m. So I hope you can pop along. Clearance tomorrow at the same time. We've got, Nikki coming up with beautiful pieces in your designer inspiration, and of course the gorgeous Lucy, who's, do you know, I keep complimenting her. She looks fabulous, doesn't she? She really is glowing, positively glowing. So Lucy's coming up in a few moments' time. I hope you have a fabulous day. I'll be back with you tomorrow. Enjoy, won't you? And don't go anywhere, because your designer's inspiration's up next.
Make sure you grab yourself a copy of the newly released Chainmail Pendants DVD. Featuring guest designer Fleur, this DVD is filled with useful techniques to create the perfect pendants. From helm flower technique to Celtic square pendants, you'll be making chainmail in no time. Contact our call centre today and get creative.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life, essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
family-run business effectively create a brand new washing machine every 1 to 2 weeks. And what happens is they take a steel and they push that steel 10 meters down into the soil. And at the end of the pole, you can see the father there, at the end of the pole he's got the hose, and the hose is circulating the soil within the drum that they've created. And over a week or so, that's going to be pushing all the soil through the net in the vain hope of finding a few pieces of beautiful amber.
Tanzanite is truly spectacular. This precious gemstone is only found in one location in the world, Tanzania, Africa. Claimed to be 1,000 times rarer than diamonds, Tanzanite is the blue variety of zoisite. Tanzanite is extremely popular due to its trichroic nature, which means that 3 different colours can be seen when looking at the gem from different angles. In Tanzanite's case, these colours are blue, pinkish violet and yellow. Do you need a helping hand to get started with Jewellery Maker? Are you stuck for ideas and need inspiration? Then visit our Jewellery Maker website, where you can find our video tutorials. Expand your knowledge and skills with these easy-to-follow jewellery making demonstrations. Whether you're a beginner, hobbyist or business owner, there's always something new to learn. It couldn't be easier. Simply click and learn some new jewellery making techniques.
Bonjour, bonjour! How are you? I've just had 2 pieces of chocolate cake, so I'm very well. I'm joined by the fabulous, I'm Lucy by the way, and I'm joined by the fabulous Nikki. How are you, darling?
I'm brilliant, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, you know, pregnant. I have 4 shows left with you. And for my final show on Sunday, I have invested in the largest chocolate cake. Look at Lauren, she's like, yes, for Sundays. So it'll be ace if you want to join me for my last shows. I'm here today, tomorrow, and Saturday and Sunday. That seems so weird because I'm saying it, but I don't think I believe it. Before you question it, yes, Drew and I are still married, very much together. I can no longer fit into my wedding and engagement ring. So I'm wearing a ring that he bought. It's a Russian wedding band that he bought for me as like a little commitment ring when we had been together just for a little while. I was obviously able to fit in it at the time. So yeah, because I did meet a friend the other day and she went, where are your wedding and engagement rings? I just don't fit in them anymore. So don't worry, all is good in the world of the Nichols is. The goss to tell you, because I've been off for a week, what's happened in the last week? I've been on holiday.
Did you miss
I'm getting ready for it. Phil just went, you've been on holiday, you've been off for a week, it's holiday. No. What have I done this last week? Bought a blind for the bathroom. Hung the curtains in the nursery. Done a lot of cleaning. And yesterday, I made a roast dinner. Oh, and the Dinkster had a stroke. The Dinkster, my nan. She had a stroke as well, so that was what consumed the majority of the week. So I know I talk about my nan quite a lot, the Dinkster, but she's doing okay, thank goodness. So anyway, we're going to crack on with the show, and we've got 2 different elements in today's show. The first part here, we're going to be doing kumihimo with t-shirt yarn. I think it's amazing. So it's really lightweight, really comfy jewellery.
It is, it's gorgeous. It's been really fun to do as well, and it's dead stretchy and it's really easy to work with.
Love it. And I just love the fact that you can get statement pieces without them being heavy. They are comfy to wear, and we're going to show you, well, I'm not going to show you, Nikki's going to show you how to make all of these. So let's have a really good look at all the individual pieces. Later on in the show, we're going to be going a little bit more down the beading route with some incredible designs as well. So let's take a look at these. Let's first off start off with this necklace. Your kumihimo work is ridiculously immaculate. It's really immaculate.
It just kind of happens, yeah.
And how much do you think this is a knack? Do you have to really pull the t-shirt yarn, or does it just fall that way? What do you think?
There's a certain element of tension. If you do leave it really loose, then you're going to get some things. But I think once you get working as well, you just get a rhythm going.
Yeah.
And it's really easy.
I mean, it's literally immaculate. Beautiful. Because t-shirt yarn can be quite stretchy, so just find the tension that you want where it's going to stay.
It actually does stay really well. It's yeah, it kind of stays in the holes really well, but it doesn't make your holes in your board too big, and it's just really easy to work with, and it
Gorgeous
kind of just
colours.
stays there.
So you've got 4 different colours of t-shirt yarn. So we'll have a look at all the jewellery and then I'll talk you through the kit. The kit is already selling out. DAGC93, we're going under £30 for the whole kit, and you get gemstones and findings in there as well. So that's the that's the second piece along there. And you can see that the gemstones, you've actually got a colour-coated, golden colour-coated hematite, faceted rounds of 11mm. Moving on to the next one, simple design. But I just think these slightly chunkier pieces are quite nice in the winter as well. I always say in the winter we wear chunkier fabrics, and it's quite nice to do chunkier jewellery, isn't it?
Well, with that one, you could have just done it that you actually left it sort of loose and tied it, but you could have done so much more kumihimo and carried on and on and on, and you could wind it like a great big scarf or something around as well. You know, like on those sort of infinity scarf type things, you could do that with it.
Yeah, so. Lovely. Then if we have a look on the front, we've got some bracelets. So using that gorgeous fuchsia pink that I think really comes into its own with the green in just a moment. Now on the front of that, we're on the other side. So there's the plain fuchsia pink one, and you can see on the front of that one, there is a beautiful lemon quartz. They are 5x4 up to a 10x6. And then beautiful drop earrings to the side with the faceted golden colour hematite. They are the 11mm round. You'll get a 38cm strand of those. Now, have you had a look on the next piece here? Let's just focus on what's happening on the front with the finding, because you've actually got a charm carrier on there, and you're going to be getting a pack of 3 of those. And toggle clasps as well. I'll talk you through those in just a moment. Then really beautiful, delicate graduation of colour on the citrine of here. You must have loads of gemstones left over.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot left over. I didn't use too many gemstones in it, but it was more about the kumihimo, I think. But,
yeah.
Gemstones just set it off.
But it's great to see you've got value for money. So if you want to go a bit more
there's
gemstone
loads
heavy,
left. Plenty, yeah, you could definitely.
Brilliant. If you've got loads of beading thread left at home as well, just use it for typical beading. Now, if we move our way onto this one here. I think that's my favourite. I love that.
Yeah, I like that one.
If you have a look at the back of it, you can see the findings really working nicely, because you are getting the toggle clasp and also the fold over clasps included. So the toggle clasps come in a pack with the charm carriers, and then the fold over clasps, you get 2 packs of these. So you'll get a 16mm, which has been used on that bracelet there, and you'll get 5 of those. And then you'll get 5 of the 10mm. Now these are all gold plated copper for those. And moving on to the next pair of earrings here, because it just goes on and on and on. Another pair of earrings with your citrine once again. And it's lovely because they are graduated in size, so you can get a bit more of a delicate element that you're seeing here. And then finally, that colour combination working so nicely again. But that's actually using 2 tones of the green and the fuchsia. So all of these are slightly different, got different kumihimo braids going on in the collection. Let's have a look at the contents of the kit, and then we're going to learn how to do some of these braids. From previous experience with kumihimo,
yes,
this for me would make sense if you've never done kumihimo before. It's going to be less fiddly, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, nice, big, chunky to
Easier,
start
especially
with.
if you've got dexterity issues as well in your hands.
Yeah, really easy.
Really easy. And also, I think the fact that because they are bigger strands and it's the yarn, so it's thicker, you're going to get a sense of achievement quicker as well, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. You know,
Quicker.
It certainly looks like, because when we start, we'll see how it comes out, and it'll come out quite quickly. So yeah.
Fab. So let's have a look at the t-shirt yarns. You're going to be getting, they're actually brought to you in gram weight. So it's 95 grams in each bundle. So you've got and they're all recycled t-shirt yarn, so this is environmentally friendly. And you've got the army green, the lemon, the lime and orchid. 95 grams on each. Do we know roughly how much that measures out to be?
Meters
and meters. Meters and meters and meters and meters and meters.
Because I used quite a lot, but there's still a lot left.
Is there?
Yeah.
Have you got the amount left with you?
Don't know actually. I've got some of it there, but I might have. Oh, I think they're a bit mixed up.
Yeah.
But there's quite a lot going on in here, in the. So.
That's left.
Yeah. From those.
Oh my word.
Could have kept going.
Oh my word, this is amazing. And don't forget, you don't just have to kumihimo with this. You might have seen other t-shirt yarn designs previously as well, because I think Gemma Crow launched it and didn't do any kumihimo. I think this is the first time we've seen kumihimo with the t-shirt yarn, to be fair.
Oh, is it?
So there's lots of different mediums that you can use it in as well. In terms of your gemstone strands, you've got 2 strands. So first of which is the 38 centimetre strand of the gold colour hematite. Oh, I love it. That for me screams Christmas. I'm very excited about Christmas. And then that beautiful strand of the lemon quartz at 19 centimetres. And then you've got the 3 packs of the findings, which I explained to you earlier. So once again, 16 millimetres, 5 of those which are the gold plated. And then 5 at the 10 millimetre and 3 toggle clasps and 3 charm carriers. Okay, folks.
And there's ends in there as well.
The ends are in here as well?
Yeah, there's some ends in there as well. They're smaller.
Well, let's have a look.
So they go well with, with your micro.
And your jump rings. Brilliant.
Yeah,
well, there's one jump ring on the floor now, but we'll forget that. Wow, okay, so 3 of each element, but 6 of the jump rings, and you'll get 3 pairs at the end. So if we have a look at that as a pack, that's what you'll get 3 times over. So 3 of the toggle clasp, 3 of the charm carrier, 6 of the jump rings, and 3 pairs of the end caps. Right, usual price would be £42 and 5 pence. Phil, I reckon you can go lower than that because of the quantity that we've got. Thank you very much, you see. If you don't ask, you don't get. £26.95, that's for everything. That's a huge saving. Excellent. From £42 and 5 pence. 0800 644 655. So, Nikki, where are we going to start with the demonstrations on this one?
We will start by showing you a 10 braid, well, a 10 strand, I should say, kumihimo. And all I've done is taken...
Now, you're using a square disc. Can you do it on a round disc as well, or does it need to be the square disc?
I haven't tried it on the round one.
Well, we've got the square disc here, so why don't we bring the square disc in just a moment as well? So we'll do it on the square disc.
I should imagine, because you can do a 12 strand one on both as well. So I think it's probably just, it gives you a different pattern, or it'll give you a different look, or you just possibly have to put them in different places. But I would have thought that they're, you know, pretty much interchangeable. Okay. And it will come out.
So which design, sorry, is it that we're going to see? This one?
This is the flat braid.
This one here. And I love the flat braids for making bookmarks as well.
Yep. They work really nicely. You could sew them together and make coasters, or put them around candle holders, or things like that as well.
Opportunities are endless. Okay, right.
And all I did basically was, I've already just taken some of the t-shirt yarn in a long pieces, and I've halved it. You can either do it taking it like that, put your knot at that end and work down. Yeah. But I've...
So you've just taken an extra piece and tied them together in the centre? I tied them together
there, and then I've just got them both hanging down instead.
Producer Phil's just asked if you've ironed those because they look really neat.
No, that's it.
That is, wow. I wish my t-shirt came out of the wash looking like that.
Yeah, when you've unravelled it, it comes out looking that, yeah, I suppose they are.
Great, okay.
Okay, so you take your kumihimo disc, and as you said, this is the square one. And for this particular braid, we need 5 at the top and 4 at the bottom. And I should just put them. So, and I'm going to put them, take some, I'm going to put 2 of the green at the top, I might put a pink one at the top. Now this, I have no idea what colour we're going to end up with here from doing this. What's going to end up where?
How cool. Right, just while Nikki is setting up the board there, so basically putting all the strands all on the top. We've got a lot of you with these in your baskets. Now, we're on a mission today and tomorrow to do, we haven't advertised it, but Phil and I are doing a bit of a clear out of the warehouse. Okay, it's not been advertised because we haven't got possibly enough stock to meet the demand. It's a subtle clear out, is that what we're going to call it? We're going to take a real hit on it. Okay, get ready. This kit is going to £19.95. Right, for all of you who've just confirmed, don't worry, we know you're there and we've already, we'll change the price for you. You don't have to speak to the call centre, anything, that's fine, that's all sorted. At £19.95 for the full kit. The code is DAGC93, right, they're flying out. So I've got loads of anonymous shoppers there. Hillia, Karen, Marianne, Wendy, lots of more anonymous shoppers, and Claire and Moira. And Beverly, this is a full complete kit that should be at £42.05. You are getting that for £19.95. That's inclusive of 2 strands of genuine gemstones, all of your findings, and your yarn is free. Amazing. Hello, Mrs. G. How are you, darling? I've got your nail oil on today. As Sarah in Worcestershire brought some gorgeous hand cream and nail oil in for us all. The hand cream is out in the green room area and the nail oil stays in the studio for us to use, so thank you very much. The green room is a bit more like a greenhouse, it's like a conservatory. Right, if you want more than one of these kits, I'd grab it now. We are going to continue this theme for the whole show, just so you know. So it's not advertised, we're not doing a big advertised clearance because we've got quite a lot of, not a lot in stock of some things and quite a lot of other things. There's going to be opportunities for everybody within this 4-hour stint. However, you are guaranteed to get bargains, and Phil and I are really quite excited about it.
And me.
Well,
Except I can't buy them.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't get too excited because you're not going to benefit.
That's not fair.
Right, check out your baskets. If you want more than one of those kits, now's the time to do it. So you have set up 4 strands at the bottom and 6 at the top. Okay.
Okay. I might get a very random pattern with this because I've put them where I put them, but we shall see what we get.
Okay.
You can make it so that you've got 2 pink to one side, or to either way, sort of thing. But what we're going to do is, this one doesn't move as much as some of the other braids where you turn all the time.
Okay.
You actually tend to keep this one quite flat, and we take the centre left down to the right.
So take it to E.
Yes.
Centre.
Yeah.
Left.
Centre
so
top.
number 2, 3, 4,
Can't see them
5.
worn off now. 5.
Number 5 goes to E.
E.
So if you want to be writing this down, 5 goes to E and 6 goes to E.
Okay.
E left and E right. Okay.
Yep. Okay. And then we take the centre bottom left in 16 up to number 6.
16 to 6.
And then you bring its neighbour back down.
7
to 16.
to 16.
Into its place. And then you take 17 up to 7.
If saying numbers are confusing you, you might just be better if you look at the pattern, but however it works for you.
Yeah.
I've got the board coming your way in just a moment that we're going to do on an amazing offer with some accessories. This has got exactly the same numbers and letters that we're just referring to here.
Has indeed. And then on the last one, you forgot where I was then. You take number 8 down to 17. And the way you're working that is basically, so I've just done the right hand side of the board.
Okay.
And the way you're working that basically is, and then you take your E back up to number 8. Okay, so that's all that side of the board done.
Okay. So maybe when we do the next one, we don't mention names and letters and numbers. So then depending on, because it depends on what part of how you process information.
Mine's a pattern, I think. That's probably why I wasn't with the numbers. Yeah. I tend to, there's a pattern going on that you take one up and you bring its neighbour down, you take one up and you bring its neighbour down.
Right, so if we do that side in that way, that might be better for the way, it just depends how you, different people taking information and learning different ways. So, okay.
So, and also because I said I've done the right-hand side of the board, you're sort of looking here across now. So I would then take that one from there and take it up to the only available empty space at the top. Then I would get its neighbour. Ooh, that's confused me. And bring it down. That can't be right. That can't be right. I've done that wrong, haven't I? Where were we? Is that there? Right. Hey.
Do you want to have a moment while I
No, it's me, because I should have started at the top and not at the bottom.
Okay, so do you always start at the top?
Yes, on this particular braid. Or if you start at the bottom, then start at the bottom all the time.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry, I should have taken that one down to the far left, then bring that one up. Oh, I've completely lost it now.
I'm going to bring the board on screen while Nikki has a moment and sorts her life out. Phil just went, hey, I like it when this happens because it proves I'm designed as a human.
No, I'm not human. I'm really not human.
Well, I can vouch for that as well. Right, so let's take a look at the board. So the board that Nikki's using, you've got your numbers and your letters on, should you want to work in that manner. Okay, so this is the square board. I think this is probably the most comprehensive square board that we've ever had. Hello. I'm quite obviously doing the can-can with my fingers through a Kumihimo board, obviously. Now, alongside... Right, anyway, just passing time while Nikki sorts out a Kumihimo. You're also going to get 2 lots of the satin cord. You're going to get the black and the white, so 10 metres of each of the satin cords. And you'll also get a Kumihimo accessory pack, 6mm, so a millimetre larger than the one that you get in the kit, but exactly the same. So you'll get 3 of the charm carriers, 6 of the oval jump rings, and 3 toggle clasps, and 3 pairs of the Kumihimo end findings. Brilliant. Don't worry, I'm on maternity leave as of Sunday. You get rid of me. RPGC36. Shut up, boys. Okay, last in stock opportunity. This is it, I'm afraid. So you get the board, the disc. The disc. You get £6.95 for the lot. For the lot, this is £9.25 selling silver-plated findings. You get the disc and the satin cords as well. £6.95. I did warn you, this show is bargain after bargain after bargain after bargain. Could I see the call screens, please? Philip, thank you, darling. 0800 644 655. Free phone number for you. Make sure you're adding that to your order. I think that that is going to be such an amazing Christmas present gift for somebody. Anybody you know who's a crafter as well. Maybe they haven't really got into jewellery making before. A great way to get started. Well done, Beverly. Hi, Gwen. Hi, Wendy. Claire. And Victoria, June, Antonia, Rosalind. Oh, I've got loads of you there. 0800 644 645 695 gets you the disc, the findings, and the satin cords. Are we ready?
Yeah, I was just doing, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
While you were talking.
All right, then. She sorted it out. Okay.
I think it's, I don't know. Oh, didn't put them down, I don't think. Okay, so I've got me inside. Oh, I'm doing it again, aren't I? Inside. No, I am doing it again. I start from the bottom, that's why. Bottom one up to the top there. Then its neighbour down. Then its neighbour back up into that space. And then its final neighbour down.
Okay.
And then we take that side one and take it back up.
Cool.
And so, on the other side, you go and you repeat it again on the other side. So you take seven down to 15, 16 up to 7, 8 down to 16, and 17 up to 8. And I've actually done that wrong again because I should have gone in there. Right, and then you bring your side one back up. You see how bad I am at this now? I did this, great, you know.
Live TV, don't worry about it.
I know. So, if I'm doing it again and I'm trying to show you properly, we'll go centre left, across. And if I just work on one side at a time, so I've taken the middle one there and I've taken it across.
Yeah.
So then you take your bottom one and take it up to the space. You take its neighbour and you bring it down. Then you take its neighbour and take it up, and then its neighbour and bring it down. And then you take that one and return it to there.
Got it.
Then you would go to your...
It's like watching a weaving machine.
It is. Not a very good one though. So then I'm taking this one up to the empty space, that one down to the empty space. Did I just take? Why haven't I got any more there now? Is that right? Down to the empty space.
I'm really sorry I wasn't watching you because we've got a flickering light bulb. We're trying to address which one it is so we can get it out.
I can hear that, yeah, I can see it. Hear it? I can hear it.
Can you? Totally lost the plot.
I know, I have, completely now. It's not good. So there you go. And then you go back and you start those again.
Okay.
Okay.
Will it pain you to ask to do it one more time? If it helps, you don't need to, we'll just get the overhead camera on it.
Yes.
And just go into your own little world and do it.
Shall I?
Yeah.
My own little world. Yeah, it's okay, they know me there.
I'd like to hope so, yeah.
And down. And up. And down. And return that one. And then put that one out to the side. So on this side you take that one down, take its neighbour up, take that one down, and take that one up. And return to there.
And then you take the centre ones down to the sides again.
Centre to the sides again, yeah.
I'm totally getting it now.
Oh yeah, I'm glad
Yeah.
you are. And then you've got your two gaps at the top.
Yeah.
So we're up,
Bring the neighbour down.
that's it. Come down, take your neighbour back up again, and bring your neighbour back down again.
And the side one goes to the top.
Goes back to the top.
Okay.
And if you work on one side at a time, and you make sure you're always crossing the braids, it's okay. So then we've got, no we haven't, we've got bottom to top on this side, that's what it is, that's the difference. Top, down to the empty space, back up again, back down again, and back to the top. Okay. So it's all going. And then we take the centre two out again. Up and down and up.
Sarah in
And
Suffolk
down.
says, so good to know even the experts can get confused. Thanks for making all of our viewers feel a little less silly when things go wrong.
I feel very, very, very silly.
No, don't. Oh my goodness. No, do not at all. Not at all. Another one.
Very, very,
Hello,
very
Lucy,
silly.
Nikki, hi, doll, and team and Phil from down the road. You live near each other. Get it. How long are the strips of t-shirt yarn to make a whole bracelet, please? Love t-shirt yarn. Sarah, Mrs. G, darling. Again, thanks for the hand cream and the nail oil. Make sure you bulk buy on this because I don't think we'll ever do an offer like this ever again. It's $19.95. Taking a massive hit on it. So how long would you say they are for a typical
Right, for a bracelet,
yeah.
what people say is go 3 times round your wrist.
Oh, okay.
So 1, 2 and 3. I've probably got a little bit more there than that. So they say, but a relatively
for the
3 times around your wrist. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
They say go about 3 times around your wrist and it gives you enough, but I always go a little bit more than that. So.
3 times around your wrist, my lovely. So you'll have loads.
Oh yeah.
But if you do love the t-shirt yarn, this is a clearance price that will certainly not be repeated this side of Christmas.
And it's,
if ever.
Oh, I love it. I love the t-shirt yarn. It's really easy to work with. It just, like you say, the tension on it is brilliant.
Yeah.
And the flat braid bracelets are so, they can be really manly as well, especially just in the green tones.
Oh, yeah.
If you know, just nice greens and everything, you could make them quite manly, I think, doing that.
I love the idea as well, what you were saying, so you can just wrap them around candles and...
Yeah, yeah. People make coasters with them. And the t-shirt yarn, if you're not into Kumihimo or anything like that, you can actually make rugs with it.
Wow.
Because you can latch hook it into rugs. But I've seen so many gorgeous things on Pinterest and everything. You just go on there and you'll just get so many ideas for t-shirt yarn. It's brilliant.
Fabulous.
So. I don't know whether I'm up or down again now. I'll just pull that one down, I'm sure I have.
If that happens, how do we know?
Because you can normally tell. You can normally tell, oh, didn't take that one back up. That doesn't matter actually. If you don't take your side one back up until you finish, it doesn't actually matter.
Oh, okay.
As long as you do it each time, and then because you're going to come back down and do it. But if you just forget on the actual move and you go over to that side, as long as you take them back up before you start again, that's absolutely fine. So you can tell because you can see normally where you've been. Like it'll, if I take that one across to there now, and that one across to there, you would know where you were there because everything's underneath it, so you'd know you'd made that move. So you can see that everything is now coming out from underneath those two. And if you're on the left-hand side, and I take that top one down, you can kind of tell the last move you've made from where they are on the board.
Okay,
so,
great.
And I try, and if I'm going to do that, I will try and make sure that I've done one whole move. That's right, no, that's not right. Yes, it is. No, it's not. I don't know anymore. I have completely lost the plot today. Right. I try and make sure that I have brought them all back to the top before I finish off and, you know, go make a cup of tea or go and do something else. Just make sure that you've done it and you've finished it all off.
So you finish one rhythm, so to speak.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, let's, before we go on then to the next demonstration, we're going to go, or would you like to carry on with this one? It's up to you. No. I never want to see this one again. Let's bring you some more findings. So, these are absolutely amazing. I'm just going to come and encroach on this area here, if I may.
Certainly can.
So, we've got these are all the contents are the same, they're just different sizes. Okay, so you've got 4mm, 6mm and 8mm findings, okay. All of them contain the same findings, just different sizes. So let's unpack this one for you. It's exactly the same as the one that you get in the kit, but on a larger scale. So once again, you'll be getting the endings and caps, which are like little doll's house cloches. There we go, there's the selection. So they look like little cups on the right-hand side. They are, in fact, your charm carriers. You'll get 6 of the oval jump rings, which are fantastic for Kumihimo because then they can go around through the top, the drill hole on the top of your endings. You'll get your jump rings as well, of course. So you're going to see, you're seeing 2 of those packs. You'll get 3 because you'll get a 4, a 6 and an 8mm. $17.85 would be the usual price. We're doing ridiculous prices today, folks. We're doing $7.95 for the 3. This is on a first come first served basis. We're selling out of everything that we've got on today's show. Quite frankly, we're clearing stock, it's our job. Why have we taken it on, Phil? It's Phil and I. It's our job today to basically shift the stock, get it gone. Whatever the price, get it gone. So at $7.95. Go for it. 0800 644 655. Why we're doing it on this collection, I don't really know. Are we going to have them back in again? Yes, at some point. Are they going to be this price? No. $7.95. This is for the final 3. Hi, Lizzie and Nikki. You can make a hat out for winter out of it. That would be, I would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do so much with it. It's
I can't stress enough as well. If you've not had much contact, I haven't had much contact with it at all. It's really, 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 really soft. Nice. Hold it up to my, this is what it would look like as a hat. I look like I'm wearing one of those cheese and chocolate twists you can get in bakeries. I really like those. Yeah, cheese and chocolate twists. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nikki, I feel your pain. This is from Michelle in Suffolk. But it does show us what can happen and how easy to get back on track. Love the can-can, Lucy. Thanks! I thought that was probably the wittiest moment of my TV career. Shall I do it again? Yeah, how many people are sat at home with the Kumhimo square disc doing the can-can? Ding! Right. Moving on. So, it's flying out. That is a pack, a 3-pack. So you'll get the 4, the 6 and the 8mm Kumihimo Findings Pack, usually £17.85. It's £7.95. Less than half price. You'd be bonkers not to get that. And remember, Kumihimo, you don't have to just do it with t-shirt yarn. You can basically do it with any threading material that you choose. Oh, in fact, we've got some Zari thread coming up a bit later. Right, £7.95. We'll revisit those if we've got any left later. Okay, so what we're going to go on to now?
Okay, this is...
Who knows what might happen? Might be rubbish. No idea.
Oh, thanks.
The proof that it's not is here, folks. So which one are we going to learn how to do here? Oh, well done, Penny Norfolk, for getting 4 of those packs. That's the way to buy.
Fantastic.
Which one, sorry?
Okay, the twisted.
So this one here on the necklace. I love this. I think it's one of my favourites.
It's really comes out brilliantly. I like the corkscrew spiral that goes
Yeah,
on.
Lovely. Because it actually looks like you've full-on twisted it.
Yeah, no, it actually comes out of the disc.
Gorgeous.
Like that,
so that is a... Yeah, you can't really... You could untwist it. If I was to pull it against how it wants to go, you can see that's how it is inside, but in fact, it naturally twists like that because of the tension on the braid. So, all right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, nice, yeah.
So you're using the round disc. Now, even though Nikki's using the small disc,
Yeah, I
don't
haven't
know
actually
if
got a
you...
big one. But
Do you know what? I know
don't
there's a
own
lot of
one.
people who just find the size they like, and it makes no difference the size braid.
No.
The only difference to the thickness of the braid is the thickness of the threads that you use and the amount that you use. But in terms of your actual Kumihimo disc, you can use the mini one or the typical round normal disc, and you'll get exactly the same result.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't actually possess the large round one, actually. So.
Oh, Phil, I love you. Great for your handbag. That's right, Phil.
I was actually doing this in the van. We had to go and pick our car up because we'd left it at a party the night before, and my husband was driving over there, and I was going, yeah, we don't drink it.
Good girl for not getting in your van.
Yeah, no, we left the car over there and went to pick it up the next day, but he drove over there, and I was frantically sitting there doing this, and I'm looking at people at the traffic lights going, oh, hello.
But I think this is a great thing to take on a plane.
Oh, God,
something as well.
Yeah, because you don't need anything.
Safe.
That's it as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that you would take with you is a little tiny
bit. If you're going
to
be cutting pieces up, you cut them to length before you get on the plane, so you don't need scissors.
Yeah. Don't need anything.
And safe, completely safe.
Might want to cut a few because then you can make lots on the way to wherever you're going.
So then you can make lots of mistakes.
No. Cool. Hopefully not. Hopefully not.
I'd love to say when I go to New Zealand next year, yes, I'm going to sit in Kumihimo the whole time. I'll have a 5-month-old baby and a 3.5-year-old. Not going to happen, is it? Andrew. Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. With his dodgy knees. Yeah, he's got been told by the doctor today he's got to go to an orthopaedic surgeon. Got wear and tear from old age. I've been taking the mickey out of him all morning because he's been like, we are known in our house as he's Hobble and I'm Waddle. Hobble and Waddle. Oh, it's such a romantic pair. So if you are one of our viewers who watches Jewellery Maker and you watch our sister channel of The Lounge at the same time and you get me into trouble telling you telling Drew what I've said about him. There you are. You can tell everybody. You can message him in. He's on air at 2 o'clock. And he, yeah, you can take the mickey out of his wear and tear knees. Apparently it's typical of a sportsman injury. I don't remember the last time. I think he ran maybe to get something, to put Charlie in the car in the rain. It's probably the last time he ran. Only time. Anyway, let's go.
Okay.
So for a necklace of this length, so do you mind if
I did half and half, so yeah, that's fine.
If I just measure it here, so that's 15. It's going to be about 30 inches in its whole complete length then, isn't it?
It is. That's 2 separate parts though.
Okay, so you've done 13 inches of the twist and then 17 inches of the typical braid as well.
Yeah.
Is there a name for that braid?
It's an 8-strand.
An 8-strand braid. Okay, so we've got the twist is about 13 inches. The 8-strand braid is 17 inches. Collectively, then, when you put them together, you're going to get a 30-inch necklace. So for that, for each portion, so for your twisted one, which we're going to do now, at 13 inches, how much?
I would say
do
if
you
you
reckon?
times it by 3, probably.
Go for times by 3 again.
Yeah.
Can you use this pattern with any thread? Yes. That's the beauty of Kumihimo, customer, because I don't have your name.
Oh.
You can, it's really, the Kumihimo, the braid itself, it's a pattern and you'll just achieve different looks from it depending on what thread you use.
And where you put them and...
Hobble and wobble. I'm actually waddle. DDLE, waddle and waddling, but we'll go with hobble and wobble. Did they play for Tottenham in the 90s?
Yeah, I thought that when you said
What,
it.
really?
Yeah.
Is that actually for real?
No, it sounds like...
Is it?
Oh,
Glen Hoddle?
Glen Hoddle, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Check us out, we are sporty after all.
I thought when you said it.
Charlie was like, what's my name? So he's Bobble. Hobble, waddle and bobble. Why do I tell you my life story? I'm obviously hormonal. Okay, back to the Kumihimo.
Oh dear, right, okay. On this one, I've just got the mini disc and we've got you've either got your 4 dots to look at or your numbers. Obviously, in my head, I don't really, it's a pattern thing for me as opposed
Great,
to...
okay.
But I mean,
the numbers are there if you
yeah.
are that way inclined.
I mean, hopefully it's quite quite simple to follow if I don't mess it up again. Okay, so I'm going to take this top left one. These are set out, sorry, not quite as you normally would. With an 8 braid, you've got 1, 2, 4, and normally 6 and 8 would be on your dots.
Okay.
But on this one, you take them either side by 1, kind of thing. And what I've done there. Right, if I'm looking at that as my straight one, that one should be over there somewhere, shouldn't it? Deary me.
So you've got 2 share north, 2 share south.
Yeah.
And then 2 either side of east and west.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'll put them down there. Okay, and then I'm going to take that one from the top and take it down to the left of that one, and then take that one there and take it up. I think it's crossed with that one. Okay, and then again, this isn't one that you turn so much, so I would take my top left on that side and bring it down, and the top right on that side and bring it up.
So once you get the kit on screen, once again, it's usually £42 and 5 pence, and it's £19.95, better than half price.
Okay. And then you've got your top 2, which you do in the normal manner. Top and bottom, right down and left back up again. Okay, and then I'd go back and take my top right there, that one up to there, and I'll take this one down to there, and that one up to there, and then you would do your top right to bottom and bottom to top. Okay. So all the time you're just taking the side ones to start with. And the same on that one. Difficult taking that from there. Not coming all the way down there. That's it. And that one up to there. Okay. And then you take your top right again, bottom left, bottom to the top. So you're working in that pattern all the time of bringing this one to here and that one to up there, down to here, and this one to up there. This one to here, and this one to there. Sorry, my fingers are in the way on that one. And we're going back down again to the bottom and up to the top. And you cross them each time. And then you will eventually start to get a spiral braid coming out of the bottom.
Okay.
So. I quite like this one. Oops. To the top. Oh, I've got in a mess again, haven't I? To the top and down to the bottom. I've managed to get them too close again. That's it. And you just keep going like that.
So if we see it through one more time.
And up to the top. And we'll go down to there. And back up to there. And then top to the bottom. And bottom to the top. And you start to move around the disc. It does move around the disc, but very slowly, and you just keep it and it'll come through at the bottom.
And you can see that twist once again on this necklace here.
Can't quite
So
see it.
once again, the whole contents of the kit would usually be
See it coming through
£42 and 5 pence. It's lower than half price. If you've just tuned in, you might not be aware. We haven't advertised it today because we're doing it today and tomorrow. But Phil and I have been given the task of clearing stock. So we're basically having a clearance show. Right, we're about to do, I know this seems really random and not in conjunction with this kit, but we have got random elements in today's show simply because we've been allocated stock that we have to shift. We're about to do the most whopping clearance price on genuine freshwater culture pearls, a beading mat and a pearl knotting tool. And how much is it all going to be? And they are completely natural, totally organic pearls. They have not been bleached or changed in any way, shape or form. Now the current price on your screen at $16.85 is the price that everything is currently at their current on offer individual prices. The code on the top of your screen, OKGC39, is your effectively like a voucher code that's going to give you access to the most ridiculous clearance price that you could ever imagine on this bundle today. Could I see the call screens please? If you trust me and you love pearls, then you probably want to be jumping on the phone line right now or putting it in your basket now and probably getting more than one of these offers. Now it would be usually $16.85 for a 38 centimetre strand of those beautiful rice pearls that are approximately 8 by 6, the knotting tool and the bead mat. Okay? I don't know what the price that we're about to do. I don't know anywhere else you could even get the knotting tool for the price that we're going to be able to do this for. Honestly. £8.95. It's clearance, folks. We are doing severe clearance this afternoon. Again, we are doing, it's close to half price, if not lower than we can for the whole of the show. 0800 644 655, as close to half price as we can possibly go for pretty much everything in today's show. It's pretty much a half price show, is it not, Phil? Yeah, most of it is pretty much more or less half price. So at $8.95, we are quite close to being half price on that. Taking a massive hit on it. I'm so sorry if you miss out. If you want more than one of these, it's worth doing it just for the bead mat and the pearls. Obviously, you don't need excessive amounts of the pearl knotting tool. sell it on a very well-known auction website. You'll be making money. You could make money by selling the tool. £8.95. I would recommend that you bulk buy on this. They are completely genuine, freshwater, natural culture pearls. So if you keep seeing something flying in front of your screen, we have a fly in the studio the size of a dinosaur. It is huge.
And
it is not tiny, Paul.
around my nose.
It's £8.95. It smells a bargain. It's here. Okay, GC39. It's absolutely massive. Okay, so we're going to move on to our final demonstration from this kit. So once again, £8.95 on that is ridiculous. We are doing clearance items left, right and centre. By the way, the next hour, 2 till 3, is pure clearance, 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 clearance. Okay.
This was just a quick thing when you're finishing off.
Yeah.
But also I can show you the kind of the mistake I made earlier. Apart from the fact that there's not even a pattern on this one because I made that many mistakes. But I can show you, there's two things that if you don't do. When you're taking your cords from the top, this is on the previous demo. The first demo, so it was the 10 braid strand. And when you take your 2 cords from the top centre up there, I've taken it out now. But when you take those 2 cords, take the right over to the left and the left over to the right. Because if you don't...
So you want to cross over, if not, you end up with 2 separate braids?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Okay, so where I started, I don't know if you can see that, I've actually got a hole in the top there. See?
Okay, yeah, so they've not crossed it, so they're not bound together.
That's when I started and where I made part of the mistake. So yeah, they don't bind together. So you always take that top centre to the right and the...
I suppose the great thing about this t-shirt yarn as well is, should it go completely bleh, you can just take it apart and start again.
Yeah, just unravel it.
Really
Just unravel it, yeah, it's not a problem
This is going
at
to be
all.
the best material that you can start kumihimoing with. Because if you think about finer threads, particularly if you then start doing micro work with S-lons, etc., it's going to be really, really fiddly to undo. Okay, I've got a question coming through. This is from Kim in Derbyshire. Hello, my lovely. Can you tell me how to make it so I can find where to begin again after a break? I can do the flat one, but the round one has me stumped.
Okay.
And the technical tool that Nikki just used was her teeth.
Sorry, it was. I didn't even think then either.
That's what we do, though, isn't it? Jewellery Maker, that's what we do.
Okay, what I will do is I'll just lose a few of these braids. And we'll show you. I was just going to show you how to finish off that one, but if we go to... Yeah, on the round disc, if you just had... Let me get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you just had the 8, get rid of them out of the way. Okay.
So if you've just joined us, this is how you can find where to begin again if you've had a break.
Yep. Just put these on here quickly so we can show you. Okay, so ignore the centre of that because it's a bit messy at the moment. Right, so if I just do a couple, then the pattern will be there and then I'll be able to show you. So this is a basic, just literally 8 strand, which we turn. So we go down and we go up. What's going on? I'm sure that one should be there. Okay. Right. Right to right, left to left. Right to right, left to left. Just want to get it so there's a little tiny bit of a pattern in there so that you can see. I'm all over the place with this disc. Does it get tangled?
Mm-hmm.
Left to left. Right, probably see a bit of a pattern there going on there. Okay, so you can probably see a bit of a pattern going on there now. That I know that the last ones I did were these because they're crossed over the top. And it doesn't actually matter whether I did, on this 8 strand braid, it doesn't matter whether I did that one last or that one last because the pattern will be the same. If I turned it that way instead of that way, it wouldn't matter too much.
Okay.
Having said that, I know that these are the next ones to work on. So if I worked on that one, it wouldn't make any difference to working on that one either, on the 8 strand. But you know, because they're underneath, they're running underneath, they're the ones you need to come to next. And the biggest tip is basically, if you do your 4...
Kim said so about my last message, it made sense in my head. It made sense to me as well, doll.
However many...
We're obviously both completely bonkers.
So that's... And I've turned around again there.
Yeah.
So I've just done those, and I know again they're running underneath, so that would be where I am next, either side of that
So you
one.
so if you go for a break, go for
I'd put it down,
the ones
blah,
that
blah,
are
blah.
under.
Yeah. Come back and I'd go, oh, okay. So on an 8 strand, it is really easy because you can see they're running underneath.
Yeah.
But it doesn't actually matter if I went, oh, I started there. I could still do that and the pattern would come out the same.
Fine.
It comes out the same.
So just go for the strands that are underneath.
Underneath. Yeah, it's either that or you do your 4 moves and then you can put it down somewhere and you know you've come back to, and you know you're going to turn it and do that one. Or most people will carry on until the pattern lines up with the dots again.
And then go for a break.
Yeah.
I suppose it depends how desperate you are for your break and what you need your break for.
So,
No.
But rule of thumb, I know that I would come back and it would be one of those 2 underneath. So.
Brilliant. Well, that actually brings us pretty much to the end of our Kumihimo time. However, we're going to be beading later. And we will touch on the element of Kumihimo as well because we've got Zari threads coming up. Can I remind you of that pearl bargain, ridiculous clearance offer again that we've got? So it's a full 38 centimetre strand of completely natural white pearls, and they are beautiful, and it's called Not To Be Missed, KNOT, because you get a pearl knotting tool. Well done, Phil. Oh, I'm going to so miss your puns. We've actually got a clip on our YouTube channel about how to use this as well. And you're going to get the A4 mat. This mat, by the way, doesn't crease very easily at all. So if you are going away, or if you're just wanting to have a bead mat that perhaps you shove in your handbag, or you're going to be going on holiday, or you just want to travel light, then that you can literally fold that up into the smallest. You can just roll it, and that's not taking much care of it at all. It's like a tortilla wrap. Are you hungry, Phil? So that's just $8.95 for the pearls, the knotting tool and the mat. If you've just joined us, we're about to go to a quick break. When we come back, we are going to do bundle after bundle after bundle, and it's our job to clear the warehouse. You are going to get yourself some of the most amazing bargains ever to be seen at Jewellery Maker. It's going to be a great hour ahead, so don't go away. We'll see you in a moment.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance as the lounge's very own Drew Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Bishek has been mining for amber. In fact, let's not call it mining. He's been netting for amber for 43 years. We're standing on the edge of the Baltic Sea. And many years ago, and we're not sure exactly when, but around 25 to 30 million years ago, out here was a huge, big forest. Nobody knows exactly what the trees were, what variety of trees that formed the amber. Pliny the Elder had his own ideas. Scientists, gemologists, botanists, all sorts of professions have had their own theories over the years. But just out here is where the amber actually formed. And the day after a storm, if it's been a windy evening, the miners, the gem hunters, they come down very early, some 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and try and beat everybody else to the few pieces of amber that wash themselves onto the shore.
Get creating stunning designs in no time at all with this brilliant Introduction to Kumihimo DVD with guest designer Sarah Elvin. These easy-to-follow steps on this DVD will make you feel like you have your own personal tutor and will show you the best techniques to get you started with this amazing medium. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Citrine is the yellow to golden variety of quartz in the crystalline structure of quartz. It is a beautiful, very warming colour gemstone, and again, just with all quartzes, is perfect for use in jewellery. Citrine, due to its yellow tones, is often referred to as the happiness gemstone, and I think we can see why, given its colour.
There are 2 easy ways you can purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview and FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click to register. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking on the Watch Live Show button on the homepage. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, simply click on the Add to Basket button and you can continue shopping or check out right away. Don't forget, you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Good afternoon, and I hope you're well. And I feel like I'm in my old school colours. I feel like I should be back at school. What's that? I didn't. I'm getting accused of doing some technical something or other. I don't do technology, so it can't be me. I hope you're well. Have you had a lovely weekend? Are you doing anything for Halloween? We are now having a Halloween party for Charlie's 3rd birthday, because his birthday is the same, well, the day before we are due with this one. So we're going to have a birthday Halloween party instead, and I have bought a skeleton jelly mould. I'm going to be all domesticated and make a jelly. I know, I know, it's very domesticated. Yes, yeah, boiling water and making a jelly. Yeah, I know. Saying that, I don't, it is putting the kettle on. You've got to chop the jelly bits up though, haven't you? Are you doing anything for Halloween, Lauren? I'm going to London. You're going to London to visit your friend? Are you going to go to the dungeons or something very spooky?
Yeah, I want to do something touristy.
Want to do something touristy? You should go to the London dungeons. Yeah, I've got a fabulous group of actors there who scare the wits out of you. They're fabulous. Right then, we're going to kickstart. So if you've just joined us, this next hour, we haven't advertised it. We are basically going to be doing some brilliant bundles. The key thing for you is we're going to be doing clearance prices, not to be repeated. Never been done before, will never be happening again. These bundles are unique for today's show and at clearance prices. Some of them are quite low in stock, some of them we've got a good amount of stock on. Regardless, we are not bringing them to air unless the price reduction that we're able to give, we're pretty much taking a hit on it, and it's an amazing, wow, got to have that now. So whether you like it or not, you're going to be spending the money. Should we get kick-started? Let's start. So, now these are just amazing. You're going to be getting 5 strands, giving you 970 carats over 5 strands of genuine garnet. Okay, let me just confirm if we've got the, let me just put them out for you. Okay, so I've got 2 strands of hessonite garnet, which are these ones here. and you've got this really beautiful, it's almost like a honey quality of garnet. You've then got 2 strands of rhodolite garnet. Sorry, one's red garnet and one's the rhodolite. The rhodolite has a little bit more of a purple tone to it. That'll be the rhodolite, sorry. That'll be the rhodolite. There's your red garnet, and there's the orisa garnet. Okay, so 2 strands of the hessonite, which are almost like a toffee tone. Then you've got the rhodolite garnet, red garnet, and the orisa garnet. And they are going between an 82 up to an 86 centimetre strand of each. So, 1775 is where we would be usually. Could I just have a look to see if there's any treatments, please? Are you all right, Nikki? Would you like a glass of water?
Sorry, yeah, got a terrible tickle.
11.95, folks, and they're all completely natural. This is 970 carats of completely natural garnet. Could we get some water for the talent, please? Some water for the talent. She's having a great day today. She's loving it, aren't you? Perfect. Fantastic. Autumn and winter tones, don't they look? Oh, they'd look great over a chunky cream jumper or cardi. Oh, Nicola, they would. Yeah, gorgeous autumnal feel there. Yeah, with winter berries. Apparently we're going to have a really bad winter because there's lots of berries on the bush at the front of our house. My neighbour told me the other day. I'm not going on holiday, I'm having a baby. Will you pack it in? 11.95. Don't you even. Don't get me started. Should have heard what Drew said to me the other day. Oh, you've done it once before, it'll be double this time. $11.95. Hello, Tatiana, darling, and Gillian and Carol, Fazlan and Roland, Leslie, Amanda and Stephen. $11.95. Right, let's move on to our next one. We've got loads and loads and loads to get through. Which one, sorry? Phil's just asked if going into labour for the second time will be like taking your driving test again. I'd know what to do, but I've picked up bad habits. I don't want to do box 10 now. I want to do a different one. Can I do box 7, please, Phil? Thanks. I love these. These are so glamorous. Okay, look at the dazzling quality of these. Right, clearance price coming your way once again. This is Blue Sparks. 260 carats of 7mm and 420 carats of the 9mm. Now, on each of those gemstones, there are approximately 94 facets done by hand. It's amazing, isn't it? I love blue coloured hematite with black spinel. Love it. There was a time where you should never have put, the saying never used to be, never put blue and black together, but now it's so on trend. ERGC40, let's see if you're coming in on those call screens yet. Coral has got water for the talent. Coral has got water for the talent. Thank you, Del. Coral, how's it going in the second round of the singing competition? Good. Are you first? Yeah. Yes. Yes. We'll talk a bit more about that a little bit later. Okay. ERGC40. £8.95. That gets you both of the strands. Remember, these are genuine gemstones. You've got good size holes in these as well. Let me show you the holes. So if you want to be using the Zari threads, if you're wanting to be using pretty much any of the threads, your 1 mil will go through there brilliantly. 0800 644 655. They work really nicely, almost like in a charm style bracelet as well, alongside silver or gold beads. £8.95 gets you both of the strands. We're doing severe clearance prices. ERGC40. Let's see the call screens, please, Phil. Thank you. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tracy. Got loads of you there with these in your baskets. Make sure you're checking your baskets out. Where should we go to next, Phil? We can do box 10 next if you like. How much are you going to on it, though? Can you go a little bit lower? You will. It's all right. I've got nothing to lose. I've only got 3 shifts left after today. What are they going to do? Sack me? I'm going to get you the best bargains in the business over my next few shows. Today, tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, we're in bargain zone. ERGC40. Should not have probably said that on screen. What are you going to do? Sack me? I've already got another job. Being a mother for a whole eternity. Yeah, that fly is massive. Have you seen it yet? It's huge. Lauren keeps trying to catch it. Do you know, I turned into Mr. Miyagi over the summer because there were quite a lot of flies around in summer, aren't there? Yeah, but without chopsticks. But I could just go. It's like a magical power. I don't want to touch it though. Right, let's do 3 strands of completely natural amethyst. They're nuggets. And even though I know we're only in October and we've got Halloween and bonfire night and Christmas to get through yet, I want you to think ahead to Valentine's Day, because it is the gemstone of Valentine. It's February's birthstone, and I don't believe we'll ever repeat a price that we're about to do for the carat weight. For 275 carats on each strand, hang on, I'm a bit twisted. Hang on. My strands. Oh, we're there. $7.95 for all of them, folks. They are African natural amethyst. $7.95, and think ahead to, I'm just thinking about the different designs that you typically do that are really, really easy and cost-effective designs. Mark Smith's style of memory wire cuffs. That is an incredible, impeccable purple. You're going to have to be quick off the mark on this. We'll have a sellout on this one, folks. Limited stock. Well done, Sophie and Pippa, Gillian, Caroline, Vivian and Sharon. Check out your baskets, folks. XZ, GC, 97, 7.95, 3, double the length of our typical strands of amethyst. Natural amethyst from Africa, one of the world's most recognisable gemstones as well. So if you do sell your jewellery, or if you're thinking about starting to sell, I would highly recommend that you put amethyst into your mix. Do you know what? It looks like that's about to sell out. You do need to check your baskets out, folks. It's $7.95, and here's everybody buying it. There's lots of you there. Hello, Beverly, Ronald, Elizabeth. Tons of you. Tons. Just like loads. We are definitely going to have a sellout on that one. Another message coming in. Lucy, for our American friends, say being fired is better than sacked. Getting sacked in American football is pretty brutal. Thanks. P.S. I don't know what the P.S. is. Is that right? So I'm going to get fired. What are they going to do? Fire me? Where's that come from? You're fired. From The Apprentice. I think it was around before then, Lauren, darling. Yeah. You're fired. Where's that come from? Do you know what? Let's have a little conversation this afternoon, folks. The most random phrases, and where do they come from? But just the most random phrases. I can't think of any now. But there are loads of them, aren't there? Swings and roundabouts. Thank you, Amelia, from the depths of beyond. There she is. We've got her on camera. It's swings and roundabouts. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. My nan's full of them. Loads of phrases.
I know a saying as opposed to a phrase. Actually, I do know a couple now.
Yeah.
But, my favourite saying is, if moths like light so much, why don't they come out in the day?
Do you know what? That is a good one. Yeah. Rather than... All right, don't spoil it by getting all scientific and weird.
Yeah, leave me in my little bubble. I like that saying. I don't want to know why.
Sayings? Weird little sayings.
Yeah, my mum used to say, if you said what to my mum, she'd always say, what made steam engines and pardon took his place.
Excuse me?
I believe what made steam engines. But that's what my mum
And
used to say to
Pardon
me.
took its
yeah,
place.
but Pardon took his place, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, it does
As a
make
person.
sense. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, Phil.
If I used to say what to my mum, she'd say, what made steam engines, and Pardon took his place.
I might start using that because Charlie's just got into the world of what. Charlie, what? He's got that from a little boy at nursery, at preschool. Yeah, it's bad habits. Right, where to next? No, I want to do something that's not a nugget in between. Thanks. Now, this has never been seen on screen before, so why are we taking it to a clearance price? I will tell you. Even though it's never been seen on screen before, it actually was delivered into the warehouse ages ago. And the problem is, I don't know if you joined me the other day when I was on air, and I told you how many different lines we have here at JewelleryMaker. So the average supermarket, and think how big supermarkets are. Do you know how many lines the average supermarket holds? 8,000, okay? 8,000 different items, different product codes a typical supermarket has. Do you know how many we've got? Just over 12,000. So we've got 12,000 different item codes in our warehouse. Every now and again, the odd new one's going to get lost in the system. That's what's happened with this. Now, here's what happens though. When it's been into our system for a certain amount of time, the item code changes colour and we get told, right, clearance, it's got to go, because that is now just basically harbouring money in the business and we need to turn stock into cash. So that's what we're going to do. You're about to get one of the best offers that we could ever do on a midnight blue, beautiful lapis. Now, they've gone through a dyeing process, as most lapis has. And you're going to get two different strands, one of which are drops and one of which are really beautiful elongated rice beads. So the drops are measuring, they're both actually measuring 30 by 10 millimetres. Look at the depth of that blue. They're amazing. They are beautiful drops. They are substantial droplets of nature, aren't they? SQGC70. So 315 carats in the rice beads and 300 carats in the drop style. 30 by 10 millimetres on each. You can see that natural pyrite peeping through, giving you that golden element, giving you a really midnight blue sky. Now, our usual price, our usual lowest price would be, pardon? £15.90 for both. That's if they were on offer. But we're going to do a sellout price for you. Can I see the call screens, please? Once again, thank you. Remember, blue is the new black for the evening glamour. And at £9.95 for both, these are brand new. And we're taking a hit on items, folks. I've got loads of you who are obviously taking advantage of our one post and packaging price all day. If you are new to us, we're going to send you a free booklet and a free DVD with your first purchase. Even though we're doing clearance prices, you are still going to be getting a 30-day money-back guarantee on every single item that you are buying today. A 30-day money-back guarantee. These are going to be a sellout, so I'm not surprised. Congratulations. I'm thinking long lariat style necklaces. What would you do with these?
Yeah, I like that idea as well, actually. They'd look wicked as lariats, wouldn't they?
What would you put with them? Are you a gold or a silver or a rose gold?
I would definitely say silver, but I've got a real thing for rose gold as well at the moment.
I think you're not alone at all in that. A lot of our designers seem to be going that way as well.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I've had the rose gold ends and things to work with in the beading kits today, so it's been quite nice, I think. So.
I think rose gold will work beautifully with it, and even though you've got the natural property of pyrite, which is a bit more of your antique gold hue that we typically know in the yellow golds, mixing and matching metals is so on trend.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I've got a silver ring on right now because I can't get my wedding ring on. And I think it works, yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, sorry. I was going to say, we just got saying,
no, I was
hi,
just
Margaret.
Well,
Let's
get
to Nikki
now.
first. Go on.
I was just going to say it's not even interesting now. I was just going to say my wedding ring's silver because we're not allowed to wear things with stains in at work. So.
Is that right?
Yeah, so because food hygiene and things like that. So.
Okay.
So that was it. Wasn't very.
No, it's allowed. We like it. We like to know about life, don't we? We like to know about life. Margaret in 5 says, afternoon, JM, afternoon, darling. One of my favourite sayings is, always keep your words sweet. You never know when you're going to have to eat them. Margot in 5.
That one.
That's, you know what? That's a good one. That's a good one. We should all, yeah, like that, doll. I thought of a phrase then, but I can't say it on TV because it's got a square word in it. But in short, karma's quite good, isn't it? Right, Stuart. Oh, here we go. Oh, Stuart, thanks, doll. Right, to be fired is an old Celtic term. When clans wanted to get rid of people and not kill, they burnt the house down. That's charming, isn't it? Yeah? Won't kill you, but we'll burn your house down because that's okay. Stuart, thank you for that. Yeah. What goes around comes around, but that's obviously, that makes sense. Can you tell, you see? I've got loads just on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of any at the moment. No, I can't either. There's loads of them, aren't there? So £9.95, 0800 644 655 for the final few of those. Brand new and yet clearance all in one go. Loving that. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I love these. 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 This colour is scrumptious and I love it. With, in fact, I've got a white top on now. Look at. It's lovely, isn't it? I'd probably lose the microphone and the stray bit of blusher hair. Blusher brush hair, that's attractive, isn't it? That's lovely. We'll get rid of that. Oh. Both of these are stunning together, actually. So these are magnesite. Magnesite's an amazing gemstone because it absorbs colour beautifully. It's actually, when it's found initially in its natural colour, it's almost like it's like a creamy white colour, but it takes the dye in the most amazing way. So you can get magnesite in lots of different colours, and this is quite typical of a lot of people. It's not quite the turquoise hue of magnesite you'd see, but I do think it would complement our next kit. They are amazing faceted rondelles as well. Magnesite is a beautiful gemstone to facet, and you don't see it that often. Do you know why? I think because it's an inexpensive gemstone. So I don't know if people think about putting the time and effort into bringing out the beauty of it because it's such an inexpensive, easily accessible gemstone, but my goodness, it's worth it. So it's quite a rare find to find a faceted magnesite, and it works so nicely, you can see it for yourself. So your sizes on these are 14mm on the round, so they're whoppers, and then 10 by 6 on the rondelles, and that gives you 300 carats of the faceted rondelles, 500 carats of the plain round, so 800 carats of genuine gemstones. Both are 38 centimetres in length. That colour is wow, 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 wow. And you're flying in for it already. Here we go, clearance price at £8.95. Hello Barbara, hello Anne, how are you? Hello Wes, how are you, darling?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Are you going to be crying when I leave on maternity leave, Wes?
Yeah.
Yeah, good boy.
Inconsolable.
You're going to be inconsolable. Good. What are you drinking?
Just scotch.
Just squash?
Yeah.
It did sound like he said scotch. Just having a bit of scotch. Working on having a scotch, aren't I? £8.95. I thought you'd gone all natural and were drinking.
No, it's just really weak squash.
Yeah, it does look like maybe you were drinking urine, quite frankly. It does, it looks like it, but he's not, it's squash. So we're told. £8.95. Check your basket out. Hello Tina, darling. Better an empty house than a bad tenant. Tina. Oh. Oh. Have you experienced, is there a story there? Is there? I'm trying to telepathically get that. Oh. Oh! Valerie, you see? This is what I'm talking about, ones like this. Happy as Larry. Who is Larry and why is he happy? Valerie. Who's Larry? Who is Larry? That's a right. Anyone? Stuart, you were good with the previous fact. Can you find out who Larry is, please? Afternoon, lovely ladies. Hello, afternoon, Leon, darling. You'd be proud of me, Leon. Yesterday I made a cake. Well, a strudel thing. I've just eaten some in the break, actually. It was really good. Leanne makes really fabulous food. Afternoon, lovely ladies. Loved it when my mum used to say, if you break your leg, don't come running to me. Really? See? Yeah, love it. We're talking about little sayings. Danielle Jessica, hello, lovely. Heavens to Betsy. Who is Betsy? I can't say I've ever heard that phrase before. Have you heard heavens to Betsy?
Yeah, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I don't know who Betsy is, but no, I have
Who's
no idea.
Betsy? Who's Larry and who's Betsy? Maybe they're related, Phil said. Okay, we'll move on. Have you got little phrases in your life? Where's little phrase you think, where does that come from? Leaving with it, we'll do. Right. By George. Yeah, who's George? It might be King George.
Betsy and Larry's son.
Betsy and Larry. Oh dear. Right then, have a look at this necklace. This is a stunning combination of the two strands. And this is by one of our fantastic budding beaders. This is by Sandra. And that is a really, look at that with the gold, with the yellow gold. That is a statement, glamour piece of necklace. Now we're going to do probably our lowest price on screen, so it is our lowest price on screen today for these two strands. Excuse me a second. Just had to have a little cough, it's catching.
Sorry.
Now they're 12mm rounds each, but look at those facets again, 94 facets approximately on each one, done by hand. Isn't that amazing? So no machine facets these gemstones. They're done by hand. So take a look at the two strands. You've got a black quartzite and a purple quartzite, and they are both 340 carats in each one, and each of the gemstones are 12mm. Okay, I've got lots of you flying in for these already. The fact that they look amazing together, you've got a ready-made, almost like a kit there, really. Okay, we're going to have a massive clear out on these. Phil, $6.95. I was about to say, can you go $6.95 instead of $8.95 on these? He's done it. And lots of anonymous shoppers. Wendy, Alison, Jane, Marjorie. We've got lots of people bulk buying as well. MEG C40. Go for it and bulk buy. Something like this is a great it's a fantastic stock and stash builder, isn't it? A stash builder. Effectively £3.50 a strand of genuine gemstones. £6.95. The depth of the colour, the true colour that's there, the intensity of the colour, the facets on it, the sparkle that you get. These are going to massively sell out. And we've got lots of people bulk buying on that one as well. £6.95. So working out at just shy of £3.50 a strand of genuine gemstones. And it's not just the fact that they are gemstones, it's the whole process that they've gone through as well. Remember, they've been mined, they've then been faceted, they've gone through the dyeing process, they've gone through the drilling process, they've gone through the stranding process, they've been brought over to the UK, all the way from wherever these particular ones, it's probably China to be fair, where they were sourced. A lot of the sourcing of gemstone in China then actually has all of the work done onto it as well, over in that country. Hello Alma and Maureen. I've got Khan and I've got Linda, Joan, Jackie, Rosemary, Caroline, Mandy, Carol, Sandra, Patricia, Penny, Gillian. Tons of you there. This is going to be a massive, massive, massive opportunity if you've just tuned in. And if you've never worked with genuine gemstones before, are you used to paying £3.50 for a strand of plastic? Are you used to paying more for a strand of plastic beads? It begs to differ. They're starting to ooze out in my head now, and then I just forget. I'm in mid-flow sentence, and then I forget what they are. Woe betide. Woe betide. I don't even know what those words are. Woe betide.
Bob's your uncle.
Bob's your uncle? Bob's your uncle? No, he's not. I've not got an Uncle Bob. No. Oh my giddy aunt. Love Sue and Sandra. Happy birthday, Sandra. 37 today. Mwah. Sandra, I have to, do you know, you've stolen my thunder. I was going to do a big happy birthday because I ate 2 pieces of Sandra's birthday cake before I came on screen. Thanks to the cake doll. Baby needed it. They were only small though. I cut it in half. Right, Emma in Derbyshire. Here we go. Happy as Larry. Here we go. It originates from a boxer called Larry Foley in the 1890s, before boxing was fully legalised. He won the biggest prize of about $150,000, and the newspaper headline was "Happy as Larry." Wow, $150,000 back in 1890. That's an extraordinary amount of money now. Maybe it was $150. Maybe not. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window. Great show, ladies. That's from Janet. Jan, our gorgeous guest designer. Oh, Jan, what was I seeing of yours the other day? What did you make? Were you on screen last night, hun? Was Jan on screen last night? She was on the mid-show. Jewellery was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, $6.95 on these 2 strands of genuine gemstones. Okay, let's move on. Okie dokie, these are stunning. Do you know what? Box 12 would go really nicely with these. Can I just show you them? Do you like that combination, Nikki?
Yeah.
It's ace, isn't it? That was like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This combination makes me think of Debbie Kershaw. I think it's because she absolutely adores the colour of purple.
Gorgeous together.
I don't know who wouldn't love that, really. And that would actually be a really great combination if you want to go down the typical designer of Mark Smith. His route of memory wire bracelets, he uses chips and shell pearl. This is chips and shell pearl. Now then, you've got 83 centimetres in each strand. Right, take a look at these. So this is Sky Blue Apatite, completely natural. Ah, doesn't that just boggle your mind that that's completely natural?
It's beautiful, that is.
Isn't it?
Love that colour. Love it.
It's stunning with pearls as well.
Yeah.
It's all right. Clearance offer at $7.95. Clearance offer at $7.95. Grab it and pop it in your basket. GIG C58. 1 post and packaging price all day. Visa, MasterCard, you can use your PayPal accounts. Right, I've got more random phrases coming through. Why do people explain Gordon Bennett? Who is he and what did he do? We should write, do you know what? We know who Larry is now. Who's Betsy? Who's George? And who's Gordon Bennett? Who are they? Good one. Who's that?
And who's Bob?
And who's Bob? Oh, he's your uncle. Who is Bob? Have you got an Uncle Bob?
No.
Have you got an Uncle Bob? Nikki?
No.
No? Has anyone actually got an Uncle Bob? Michelle? Better out than in. Better the devil you know. Don't count your chickens till they hatch. Do you know what? Yeah. Better out than in. Nice. Loving it. Gordon Bennett. Who's Gordon? Oh, loving these. Keep them coming, folks. Quite nostalgic, a lot of them, aren't they?
Definitely.
And superstitions as well. Like, whoever decided it was unlucky to walk under a ladder. Obviously, I think probably if a ladder had fallen on you. But can we talk about superstitions as well? Why is it good luck or bad luck for a black cat to cross your drive? Or to, pardon? Amelia's saying good and Ryan's saying bad. According to Phil, any cat in your vicinity is bad luck. He's not a fan. $7.95 on the Sky Blue Apatite, folks. We've got a few more of these available. Do check out your baskets. So superstitious. Are you superstitious about anything? Do you count magpies, that sort of thing?
Probably, yeah, do the magpie thing.
And what do you say to the magpie?
It's just hello, Mr. Magpie. You just have to,
Do you
acknowledge
physically
them.
salute?
I can't.
You do, don't you?
Just kind of go. Oh, you're supposed to spit as well. You can't do that.
You're supposed to spit.
That's down Dorset way where I'm from, like, isn't it?
You spit at a magpie,
No,
or just
no.
generally you just
I think
spit?
I don't know what it is. You're just supposed to go and then hello, Mr. Magpie. I don't know what on earth that is for.
Right, does anyone know where the magpie superstition started? For Pete's sake, who's Pete?
Oh,
He's our floor manager on the Late Show. Trust me, if you work with him, you go, for Pete's sake. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Well, that would be obvious, would not be just, yeah. If you put it all in one basket and you drop that basket, your eggs are broken, that's it, you're done, you haven't got any eggs. £7.95 on the sky blue appetite. Who is Gordon? Who's Pete? Who's Betsy? Who are these people? Excuse me, right, just before I take the appetite away, let me show you the shell pearl with it on a triple offer. Gotta be done, hasn't it? Let bygones be bygones. What's a bygone?
something that happened in the past.
Is a bygone. Bye, gone. You're gone. Bye.
So don't dwell on it, basically.
Yeah. Who came up with the word? Do you ever think of words and think, who created that word? Do you know what I think is one of the strangest words in the world? Scissors. If you say it over and over enough times, it just is totally bizarre. Try it. Try it, let me know. How many of these? Go on. Scissors, 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 scissors. Do you have an issue with that word? If you say it a lot?
It's a good word. It sounds like the noise they make when you...
It's a good word because it sounds like the noise they make.
Yeah,
Scissors, scissors, scissors. What scissors are you using?
They do, like, when they...
They do? They make that noise, do they?
I always get some scissors and glue it.
Anyway, let's have a look at the shell pole. Whenever I work with Nikki, it gets really random. I'm blaming you. Take a look at these beautiful depths of colour, and shell pearl is fantastic. If you're not familiar with the shell pearl, it is reconstituted shell in order to look like a pearl. So unlike with a pearl, you can't get perfect symmetry unless you pay an absolute fortune. But these have got, yeah, they are very reminiscent of a particularly well-known brand of chocolate wrapper, yes. £7.95 for all three strands. Once again, they are classified as a genuine gemstone. They are not plastic, they are not coated glass or anything, they're not faux. JUGC08. Go on, strange superstitions as well.
3 drains.
3 drains?
Yeah, you can't
What's
step
that?
on 3 drains.
You can't step on 3 drains?
Bad luck.
I've got a great Uncle Bob, well done, Sarah. No black cat ever crosses my path because I'll stop them for a stroke. We have 2 black cats, maybe that's why I'm unlucky. Oh, Sarah, hun, are you? You've got a great Uncle Bob though, you're cool. Bob is your uncle. Bob's your uncle. Cool. Oh, here we go. And this is from Debbie in Tiny Way. Bob's your uncle comes from a British General Lord Roberts, nicknamed Bob. And the British Army in India coined the term to have good fortune. Is that right? Oh, there you are, Bob's your uncle. So you are fortunate because it means good fortune. Another one come in. Janet guest designer, hello darling. Why is it bad luck to put new shoes on a table? I don't know. And the broken looking glass. Crack in a mirror, 7 years bad luck. Why? Why? Why is it bad luck to put new shoes on the table? What was that one, Phil? Yeah, let's put that one on. That's all right, we're all friends. It's because we were talking about eggs. Sarah in Suffolk, what I want to know is who decided, let's eat that thing that just came out of a chicken's backside. Do you know what? I had the same thought day before yesterday as I was making an omelette for Charlie. And he's like, Mummy, eggs come from a chicken. Yes, Charlie. Out of their bottom? Yes. And then we had a whole conversation with toilet humour, as you can imagine, with a nearly 3-year-old. Yeah, yeah, there are lots of things that you know, who decides to do that first? Who? Here we go, Tony. One making fun of someone and saying they're taking the mickey. Who's Mickey? There we go, another one. Who are these people? Who's Mickey? We know who Gordon Bennett is now, do we? Do we know who Gordon Bennett is?
No, Bob.
No, we know who Bob is. Do we think George is King George? We don't know who Betsy is. Who's not that? There we go. Gordon Bennett got drunk at a party and used the fireplace as a loo in 1877. He got horsewhip for it, or so they say. Lol. Well, Gordon Bennett. Wow. Wow. $7.95 for your triple trouble violet shell pearl offer. Let's go on to another one. Oh. Now then, you're how much are you doing these for, Phil? For both of them. Okay, you've got to get these. You've got to get these. Oh, I've actually got goosebumps. You've got to get these. If you're a fan of amethyst, you're a fan of purple. Oh my word. These are both faceted. How much would you pay for one of these strands? How much do you think each of these strands should be individually? I think probably one of those strands, prestigious quality of natural African amethyst that it is, I don't think $14.95 would be too extreme for one of those. Would you? What do you think, Nikki? $14.95 for one of those would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Definitely not. Yeah, that'd be cheap.
Well, so if we bring a second one in, we do a clearance price for $9.95 for the two. So go for it. I've got loads of you who've already gone for it without even seeing the price. Thanks for trusting me. Emma, Antonia, Tatiana, lots of anonymous shoppers, Julie, Fiona, Rita, tons of you flying in there, mainly on the website. Remember, our phone line is completely free as well if you're calling off a landline. Why is it unlucky to open an umbrella indoors? Brian in Lanarkshire. Do you know, Brian, that's another one. Why is that? Isn't it unlucky only if you go under it, though? Are we at the point of making excuses? Unlucky to bring your pram into the... here, I've got a question for you. So, it's unlucky, apparently, to bring your pram or your pushchair into the house before your baby's born. What happens if you're using a pram or a pushchair that you've had before? So we're using the train travel system that we had for Charlie for this one. So can I bring it in the house? Can someone tell me? It's currently at my mum and dad's loft. Can I bring it in the house? Or is that bad luck? Thanks. 0800 644 655. If you stand, or what is that phrase? Oh, there's a phrase, isn't there? If you stand on a... Oh, I can't remember it. Moving on. I've not heard that one. If you stand on a crack, you'd break your father's back. Step on a line and you're doing fine. Is this for on the pavement? Now, Wes was saying earlier, you can't stand on 3 drains in a row. Phil's just gone, yeah, everyone knows that. Why can't you stand on 3 drains? Why can't you stand on 3 drains? You'll get punched in the arm. Oh, for all of these, right, you need to get this for the winter coming up. These would be fantastic. And actually, icicle Christmas decorations would be fabulous. Have you, I used one of these to make quite a substantial star from my Christmas tree a couple of years ago. I've lost it. I have no idea where it's gone. But anyway, it's a wire frame and I just put lots of little clear quartz nuggets on it and just made it's the way it reacts in the light, it's unlike anything man-made. It's amazing. Really don't know where I put it. Great story. Okay, let's have a look at these. So you've got 3 different sizes of nuggets in this one as well. Wow, okay. So you've got an 85 centimetre strand, which are 2x1 up to a 9x1. An 84 centimetre strand of 2x1 up to a 12x3. And then an 84 centimetre strand of 4x5 up to 14x7. And I think you can already see this on the website quite clearly. Now this is going to give you 660 carats, sorry. Look. Trickling icicle look on these, $6.95 for the lot. How amazing is this? Completely natural, completely genuine, and absolutely masses of the things. 0800 644 655. IMGC91. What would you do with these, Nikki?
If they're even more, I'd want them as door curtains at the back door.
Oh, how fabulous would that be? A gemstone door curtain. Hey, at that price.
Yeah.
Quite indulgent, but yeah.
Achievable.
Pull an ugly face like that. If the wind changes, you'll stay like that. You'll stay like it.
I thought you were talking to me then.
Yes, woe betide. Yeah. Oh, we've got one. Oh, yeah. From Anne. Yeah. Hi, girls. Holding your breath when you're going under a bridge. Yeah, or through a tunnel. So I remember, oh gosh, we used to do school trips a lot through to Menai in Wales, and there is one of the longest tunnels ever I can possibly imagine there, and you'd have to hold your breath. Don't know why. Yeah. Why do you have to throw salt over your shoulder if you spill some? Now it's something to do with the devil, isn't it? What is it though?
Keeps him away.
Keeps the devil away. I do it. Completely out of habit. Yeah, if I spill salt. Don't know why I have to show you the action like you don't know what shoving something over your shoulder looks like. Don't we have the most random conversations here at Jewellery Maker? We will be resuming normality, sort of, ish, in about 16 minutes when we go over to Nikki, but it probably won't be normal at all, so we're in for the long haul. IMGC91, 660 carats, 3 strands, but remember these strands are double the length of our normal length strands. So you're going to get tons. It's just so utterly versatile. Fiona, hi hun. Devil stands behind your left shoulder, so it goes in its eye. Who decided it was on the left? Seriously, who decided the devil was on your left? A devil on your left, angel on your right. Who decided that?
I don't know, but the left's my dominant side. So.
Is it? Thomas, fire at Will. Who was Will and what did he do to offend you? Good one. 0800 644 655. Okay, we're going to move on. More clearance. Malachite, malachite, malachite. Now, with the garnet, it could go quite Christmassy. $350 carats on each strand of amazing natural South African malachite. Now we don't see this very often at all. Again, this has got Mark Smith written all over it. His favourite gemstone and in nugget form. ODGC73. Visa MasterCard and PayPal, $6.95 for the two. This could basically be the $6.95 show. That's amazing. We are literally shifting masses of stock by doing severe clearance prices. And remember, every single piece of malachite you ever see will be different from the next. Well done, loads of you there. Okay, half the stock's gone on that one now. I've got another one coming in. Oh, this is lovely. This is a lovely way to start out a message. Dead people. Okay, nice. Oh, Marjorie in Aberdeen. Cool, okay. Dead people used to be laid out on the table, fully dressed with their best clothes and shoes on. Hence, it's unlucky to have your shoes on the table. That makes sense. Another one about the left shoulder apparently coming in. I'll have to have a look here because I haven't got it there. Oh, sinistra in Italian is left and sinister in English comes from that. Oh. Debbie, clued up lady. Thank you kindly. Why do you get 7 years bad luck if you smash a mirror? I think it's a good question as well, Phil. Yeah. Okay, that'll be another sellout. Let's go on to... These are so beautiful. And for both of them, again, clearance price on lapis lazuli. They're dinky. Oh, me dinkster. My nan. Oh, bless her. I know a lot of you know about me dinkster because I talked about her quite a lot. Yeah, she's had a stroke, bless her. No. She's on the mend. She's got a fantastic team of people on the case. It's horrible, isn't it? Egyptian dreams. Look at the facets on each of those. Phil, by the way, my producer Phil has just found out from Angela in Nottinghamshire why taking the mickey is called taking the mickey, but you can't bring it on screen because it involves a swear word. Okay. Can you explain it to me and maybe I could say it without the swear word in it? Okay, so I'll try and do it. So, okay, it was a Cockney rhyming slang and the word Mickey didn't used to be Mickey, it used to be something else. It was shortened to Mickey and it involved taking the mickey but taking the instead. Thank you very much for that amazing answer. Yeah. Here we go. The price for both these at clearance. Here we go. $7.95. 2 strands, and then again you've got approximately 94 facets on each bead. Are you? Phil's saying he's learning quite a lot in this show today. He's enjoying it very much. Yeah, it's interesting, if not slightly weird. Hello Marion, Susan, Marjorie, Sue, Karen, Sylvia, Joe, lots of anonymous shoppers. NLGC89. And Phil keeps going, ah. That dinosaur flies back. £7.95. 2 lots of 80 carats on each strand. Here we go. Oh, Tracy, an apple a day it keeps the doctor away, but what if you don't like apples? Will a pear do? Phil said that's not right anyway, because you need to have 5 portions these days. So don't worry about it, hon. I'm sure a pear will be fine. Okay, here we go. This is from Leanne. Hello, darling. In Roman times, if the servant, so we're talking about why you get 7 years bad luck if you break a mirror. If the servant broke a mirror, they had to make a new one, and the way they did that was by polishing stone until it reflected, and it took 7 years. Leanne, did you know that in your head, or had you gone on the internet for that? That's really cool. That's really cool. Okay, it's all beginning. Life is beginning to make sense. It's making it, yes, so much clearer. £7.95, folks, for the 2 strands of the lapis. We've got some amazing. Oh, I've been desperate to do this one. Okay, check this out. If you're going to buy one item this hour, it's going to be this one. I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, right. This is a full. I don't remember the last time I presented a full findings pack. I don't remember the last time we had one on the screen. We used to get them with all the kits, but we've changed the way we do kits now, so you don't. You need this in your life. You seriously need this in your life. It's 925 sterling silver, plated copper. You're going to get 118 findings. So in this collection here, you're going to be getting, oh my goodness, have we got a picture of this? Yeah, there we go. Now then. Okay, you'll get a metre of chain, 10 flower spacers, 15 crimp covers, 15 jump rings, 15 featherweight head pins, 15 round head pins, 15 triangular head pins, a pair of shepherd hooks with the, saying 1 pair, but I've got 3 pairs here. Oh, sorry, the really large ones. The really large ones, 1 pair of those, which are 41 by 15 millimetres. Then you've got a flower clasp, a flower toggle clasp, a round toggle clasp, 20 crimp tubes, then 2 further pairs of shepherd hooks, 3 ribbon cord ends with the S clasp on them. And then you're also getting a strand of the fresh horticulture pearls. And you're getting the whole kit and caboodle, including this, for £9.95. Look at your pearls. Look, 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 look at these pearls. Look at them. Buy them. Look at them. They're gorgeous. Look, this is something you seriously want to be multi-buying. Ali, what are you eating? An apple pie. £9.95. Do you know it's Budding Bee DeSandra's birthday today and there's chocolate cake out there? Ali went, happy birthday! £9.95. Half stock's gone. That is not surprising in the slightest. I'd seriously bulk buy on that. You're always going to need your findings. I don't remember the last time. Ali, when did you last present a findings pack? Yeah. A silver one, Ali doesn't remember. I really don't remember. This is an opportunity. You've just got to... Basically, when you make jewellery, you're always going to need findings. You've got 118 findings and a whole complete strand of fresh horticulture pearls for £9.95. That is absolutely bonkers. That... In the words of Ali Defoy, that's wrong. It's good, isn't it? We're doing clearance. Oh, 0800 644 655. Okay. Then let's do some storage boxes at a clearance price. Dad, if you're watching, Dad, oh, he does like his storage. There is still a dinosaur fly in the studio as well. The dinosaur fly is still here. Ali's saying she's been ducking from it the last few shows. Right, really great size storage here. So the smallest one is 16 by 11 centimetres and it's 5.5 centimetres deep. The largest is 23 by 16 centimetres and it's 6 centimetres deep. So I'll show you this one first, and you can change the way that you want your storage to be. So you can actually, if I show it to you like this first, okay, that's how it'll come to you, but you can change it around and you could have it as a lunchbox. Do you know what? For the price of these, you'd be better off buying these in lunch boxes. They cost a fortune. So you've got that one. Then, and you can take the other bit out. You can just basically do whatever formation of storage you need. It's £6.95 for the two. This is fabulous. I've always thought this would be really good for eyeshadows. Keeping your makeup organised. Here we go. This is a double layer storage. And again, you can take out these sections here as well. So you can have that so it's all one complete base. And this section along the top. 0800 644 655, and it's only one post and packaging price of £2.95 for all of your deliveries. All of your purchases all day. £6.95. So that's for the two. I'd get a few of those. You're always going to need storage, aren't you? WEG C19. Right, we are going to give you a little bit of a heads up on things that are coming up in the next couple of hours in the show before we join the fabulous Nikki with her demonstration, and we've got an amazing new kit coming up for you. So we'll get that set up now. Take a look at this.
Make sure you grab yourself a copy of the newly released Beading with Paracord DVD. Featuring guest designer Mark Smith, you'll be shown an array of different techniques and designs, including the square knot bracelet, the vertical lark's head bracelet, and channel wraparound bracelet. Contact our call centre today and get creative.
Join our guest designer Sarah Elvin for some fantastic braiding techniques in her new DVD, Braiding Edition 1. This DVD includes the basic elements for your braiding: a spiral half hitch, a fishtail braid, a half hitch round, a half hitch braid, and finally Charlotte's Web. Watch this DVD and create some fabulous jewellery with ease. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
Join guest designer Mark Smith for our introduction to Paracord DVD. This DVD will talk you through the various steps on melting and splicing, the Paracord jig, back-to-back bracelets, non-clip bracelets and snake knot bracelets. Get the inspiration and help you need to create your very own handmade jewellery. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
This family-run business effectively creates a brand new washing machine every 1 to 2 weeks. And what happens is they take a steel and they push that steel 10 meters down into the soil. And at the end of the pole, you can see the father there, at the end of the pole he's got the hose, and the hose is circulating the soil within the drum that they've created. And over a week or so, that's going to be pushing all the soil through the net in the vain hope of finding a few pieces of beautiful amber.
Join guest designer Gemma Crow as she brings you a fascinating DVD that teaches you how to create all of your important findings that are essential to everybody's collection. Gemma will take you through step by step to create all of your finishing touches that bring your pieces to life, essential for all jewellery makers. To get your hands on a copy of this fantastic DVD, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
I think this kit is absolutely stunning. It's got a really regal feel to it. It's got a fun side to it. It's got a summery feel to it. It's got a winter side to it. It's got a glamorous, it's got a daytime feel to it. It's really versatile, isn't it?
They are. Oh, it's just been lovely. Absolutely. I know.
6, really the equivalent of 7 strands in this kit, and they're really prestigious looking colours as well. And I think you could go down 2 routes, which you've pretty much gone down 2 different paths with your colour selections here. So this is called Bohemian beading, because rather than using typical beading thread, which you're going to get, your classic beading thread, 50 metres of beading thread, 6 metre clear elastic and 80 metres of monofilament, you're also going to get the 3 of our most popular Zari threads. And these are the, bear with me a sec, kits. Bronze, copper and antique bronze are the names of them. And you're going to be getting 125 metres on each reel. Now, knowing this, already I've got people putting this into your baskets. We're going to go under £30 for the kit. So let's have a look at the jewellery that Nikki's made. It's stunning, and I'm going to be really honest, we had a conversation before the show. You don't classify yourself as a beader when it comes to jewellery.
Because I'm more of a paint, hammer, resin. That's resin, but there you go. Resin. Yeah, paint, hammer, resin it.
So coming to this kit from a different point of view, what did you, I mean, you've got 6, the equivalent of 7 strands of genuine gemstones.
Well, in all my kits, I've never had that many. I think there's and it was awesome, and the colours are beautiful, and the garnets are just gorgeous. And
really stunning. You've got a prize strand that we're doing as a bonus gift in the kit today. So first off, let's start with, oh, you're on that necklace there. Really delicate, elegant to wear, and that's using the lemon quartz and the larger, the smaller of the magnesite. You're going to get 2 strands of dyed magnesite in this kit. If we move on to this next one here, the larger of the magnesites, apologies. You've got the flat coins measuring 12 by 3. I love this. I really love this. And you've used it on the zari thread. That gives it such a different feel. Let me move those earrings just there for a second. Love that. That is such a me necklace. You just throw it on with a long style.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's supposed to be floaty top, but at the moment I don't own any. I put this top on today and I went, it's supposed to be big and baggy and floaty. Got a big gut in the way. But that would be lovely with just some long flowing, popping out to have a nice lunch with your friends, something lovely. Now this here is a very, very, very gemstone heavy piece. And then with the added bonus, you can pop the chain on. The chain doesn't come included, the findings aren't included, but that's the only thing that isn't included. But the rose gold works really nicely, giving lovely warmth to all of these gemstones.
Yeah, I'd fun with that. I like the rose gold. It's one of your your findings packs anyway. But
so you can get that on the website. You can speak to the call centre and get that findings pack easily. Now let's have a look in front here. This is such a simple design with a single garnet, but how expensive and regal does that look? That's beautiful. I love the colour of that.
It's a little 12 strand in there. With
a 12 strand Kumi Hemo using the zari thread.
Micro.
That's just adorable. Moving on to the next one here, you can see now you've got ruby zoisite included in this kit. You're actually going to get an 84 centimetre strand of ruby zoisite. It goes without saying that Nikki has got masses of gemstones left and yet has made 3 necklaces, 3 pairs of earrings and 3 bracelets.
4 necklaces.
Sorry, 4 necklaces. I can't count. 4 necklaces, 3 bracelets, 3 pairs of earrings, and still got tons left. The value for money is amazing. Now, have a look at this. I really recommend that we get this valued. That really should be valued. The calibre of those garnets is exquisite. Citrine wheels with the garnet little triangles. That has such a regal looking feel to it. And look, rose gold. It works really nicely with it. Really nicely. And then going down a silver route with the magnesite of the discs. Oh, hang on, 4 pairs of earrings. Another pair here. Oh, I love that with the citrine. Oh, look how different that magnesite looks depending on whether you go down the golden route or the silver look. Amazing. Moving along, the next bracelet with that gorgeous magnesite again with the silver. That's a very me piece of jewellery. And then above that piece, the other necklace that I don't think we've had a chance to look at yet. Fab. Really, really fabulous. Great use of the toggle clasp. And another pair of earrings. Another pair. Look at the tassels on the end of those. I think they look so regal. Remember, all of these are genuine gemstones, so let's have a look at the gemstone that you're getting. This is going to be a real feast of treasure, of jewels, of beauty. So, where do I start? Let's start with the magnesite, because that has featured heavily in all of these designs. So, you're going to get 2 strands. That's larger than a 38. That's a 40 centimetre strand with the wheels, and a 38 centimetre strand of the flat, sorry, these are classified as flat coins. Flat coins are 12 by 3, 470 carats. And then the wheels are 6 by 3, 120 carats. So both of these are a dyed magnesite, okay? Let's now look at the citrine strand. I cannot believe you're going to get all of this for less than £30. So, let me just see. We've got, I haven't got this on my screen. 60 carats in that strand. There are 3 by 1. Up to a 5 by 1, and that's a 29 centimetre strand. Next to it, you've got the lemon quartz, which are these gorgeous nuggets. that go from 10 by 3 up to a 24 by 7, and that's a 38 centimetre strand. So already we've looked at 4 strands. The golden tone of that citrine gives a real regality. Look at this strand of garnet.
I really like those.
They're amazing. Beautiful, genuine, natural garnets from a 5 up to an 8mm, a 30 centimetre strand. They are spectacular. They, today, are a bonus gift when you buy the kit. Oh my goodness. And then the other strand, because Nikki's only used 1, 2, it's like 12 out of the whole strand, you might not realise you do get a full 84 centimetre strand of ruby zoisite. So ruby zoisite, that's what you've got left, amazing. The ruby zoisite, here we go, 210 carats. And they go from a 2 by 1 up to a 9 by 1. It's not as bigger than that. I'd say they're more like a 9 by 4, some of those. An 83, centimetre strand. So ruby zoisite is amazing. It's actually related to tanzanite, believe it or not. It's usually found in Kenya, on the Kenyan and Tanzanian border. And zoisite is the same family as tanzanite. However, the property that you've got in here are speckles of ruby. So that deep, intense red are rubies. Right. If you were to buy it all individually, it would come to £44.10. £44.10. Is that all? That seems very low. There are some that are currently on offer. Right, we're going even lower. I'm knocking it out of the water at £27.95. So you get your 6. You could classify it as 7 if you classify your ruby zoisite as 2 strands. So 7 strands of genuine gemstones, a full threading material pack, so 50 metres of beading thread, 6 metres of clear elastic, 80 metres monofilament, and 125 metres on each reel of zari thread for £27.95. Okay, quick question coming in. Does the zari thread have a wire core?
No.
No. You can have a look here, actually. I think that question's been asked before, so this has been purposely unravelled. Have a look. Can you see that there? So that's how it works. So the thread goes around. It's like a cotton. Okay, those garnets are a must for fans of a certain superhero. Aren't they, Michelle? That's brilliant. Yeah, have a look, yeah. Do you know what they really are? That's fantastic. 0800 644 645. Right then, Nikki, are you in the zone?
I think calm down a bit and hopefully
we'll just see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. Okay, so which one are we going to learn first?
I was going to say the magnesite. There's actually all the way around that one as well, you know.
Oh wow!
So I did use
the ruby zoisite. Sorry.
Yeah. The chips.
That is all the way around there as well. Wow. Do you know what? Because I just took a fleeting look at them. They blend in so well. Yeah, lovely. That is so gemstone heavy.
I know, and I've got like a whole bag almost on that.
Because when I saw what you had left over, I just assumed that's...
No. And the citrine, and when I was here standing just in between while you were over there, I made a whole necklace, which was the third one across, and that's got the citrine in it as well. She's saying about the little wheels, so that's full of citrine as well, that one. So.
They just, the gemstone strands are packed. Great carat weight on each of the pieces of jewellery that you've made. You've been able to make loads and have so much left over.
Yeah, there's loads left over. I'm still demoing mostly with the first kit.
That's fantastic.
So.
Okay, right. So we're going to, sorry, which one are we going to learn?
I'll do the little bracelet in the front, the little one with the silver beads on it.
Yeah, lovely. So that's the first one we're going to learn, and that's the magnesite, the little silver accent beads.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
And that's just, I just took some of your lovely beading thread.
Yeah.
from there. And I've just taken a length because that's plenty to do a bracelet with. I don't measure things. I'm not very good at measuring things.
Can I measure it on here?
Yes,
okay.
Well, that's probably that's too long anyway.
Okay, but a working length that you typically work with
Excuse me.
ish would be 25 inches on the dot.
Tickle again.
Oh, have some water. You're only human, flesh and blood, a woman. Do you like that, Lauren? You're going to miss my singing, aren't you? Yeah, she's going to really miss it. Like a hole in the head.
Dying quietly. Not quietly.
Please don't die. Do you know what? We're going to cut Nikki's microphone. There we go.
Sorry.
Nikki just decided that she needed to cough. Just before we start this demonstration, Nikki cleverly acknowledged, and we think this might have been one of Fleur's designs, and I hope we've credited the right person. Take a look at this, because the braid going around that candle is using the exact 3 Zari threads that you're going to get in this kit.
It looks lovely.
It's fab, isn't it? It's quite
I think fits with the ethnic boho thing.
yeah, it does, and at the same time it's got a bit of a medieval feel to it as
yes.
well. Love that. $27.95, bargain. Okay.
Okay, so I've just taken some beading thread. I think that's where we got to, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And just going to take one of the little magnesite discs and thread it onto one end of the beading thread, and then I'm going to take another one and just thread it through and thread the ends of my beading thread through both. I don't know why I whispered then, because you could still see my lips moving, couldn't you? So.
And the camera's not on your face, you could have got away with that.
Too honest, me, too honest. Okay. And then I'm just pulling that down. And I have a feeling I didn't want the first one on there, but we'll go with it. And then we put one on each side of the thread. And then take another one. And again, just thread through both sides. Put one on. Go through again. And one on each side. And then go through again. And this just builds up, it's like little flowers. You know what I've done, don't you?
No. Not put your clasp on.
I haven't put anything on it. I'm not even starting properly or doing things properly here. Right. Pretend you haven't seen any of that lot. Okay, so.
Okay.
Can I cut this off?
Yeah. While you do that, I'll show everybody at home these. These are amazing. Oh my goodness, I love them so much. If these sell out, I mean, excuse me, this cough is catching. Your cough. All your fault today, Nikki. All your fault.
I think it's my fault today.
If it looks like these are about to sell out, please can someone get them for me? I just think they're amazing. I love them. It's one of my favourite strands ever. When Phil and I went round the warehouse, and we were allowed to see what we could do for this, that and the other in our clearance shows, and because we've got another whole complete clearance hour from 4 till 5, I was like, I have to have these. They are absolutely incredible. To know that they are genuine gemstones is bonkers, and they look so like humongous turquoise, but it's still a genuine gemstone. They're a dyed magnesite, 1,500 carat. Look at them. They're just stunning. Could I see the call screens, please, Philip? Thank you. Okay, I know that these are going to be, they've got, oh, we're going to do a clearance price on them. They're going to be amazing. And then $9.95 for the lot. Look. And you're going to get approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, approximately 34 on the strand. They are so stunningly impressive. Just a big chunky jumper, big chunky knitted cardi over a plain simple t-shirt. Stick those around your neck, you're gonna look, oh. At $9.95 they're flying out BKGP 79. Lots of anonymous shoppers there. If you put these in your basket, check your baskets out. And that's a huge carat weight, and that's a weighty, weighty, weighty strand, so it's a good job post and packaging. It's only per order within a day. You only pay it once, and it's not done on weight. They are fabulous. And look how well they're going to work with the other strands of magnesite in the kit. Even with the citrine. Visa, MasterCard, and you can use your PayPal accounts as well. That dinosaur fly is back with a vengeance. Do you feel appropriately prepared?
I just carried on and, yeah, restarted and carried on and... Okay, so basically I've just put the first bead on. I've done 4, but if you take that's the first bead on, and I went through both sides of it, so I just fed it through both sides.
Okay.
And then take 1 at each side. Pick it up once, there we go. And then another, and we feed it through both. And then I'm taking a little spacer bead and feeding that through as well. And we'll put that through both. So that goes between 2. And then you're starting your little 4 off again with 1 bead.
I saw that
2.
dinosaur fly on screen then.
I know, he's coming round and round and round my nose. And 1 on each side. And 1 to join the flower together again. Say flower, it's quite difficult to get a little flower with wheels, but they're beautiful. They make a nice little pattern going around.
They do, they sit nicely together, don't they?
So you can see on there now, if you can see that.
They might need to hold it up to camera too, please, Nikki.
Yes. Hang on, see if you can see that little flower going on.
Oh. There we go.
Okay, so you've got like a little 4 thing going on. And then I'll just put a gold bead through that again. Rose gold, they're nice, these little spaces. Okay, and that makes the separation. So 1 turquoise bead on. Turquoise in colour, of course, because it's magnesite, isn't it?
Indeed. I've got another strand of magnesite coming up in a second, actually. Completely different shape, slightly different hue as well.
So you do 2 of those where you're feeding them through. Then one on each side. And then one fed through again. And then you'll start to see the pattern emerging on that one. Okay. And then you get your 4 little flowers. Got a bit of a pattern going on there now.
Cute, really cute.
Made it a bit longer actually. So you get a little pattern going on anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then are you just carrying on in exactly the same vein for the whole bracelet?
Carry on, yeah. Make it and just put it together. Your clasps on the end, and I mean that's halfway through a bracelet. That's there's only a small amount there. Kind of thing. But yeah.
Fabulous, cool. So that's bracelet down. One done. Just before we move on to the next demonstration, let's have a look at these other magnesites. Now, this is the other strand that I literally hyperventilated about in the warehouse. I love them. These are $6.95. You're having a laugh. We're doing a clearance price. Clearance. That was the hooter thing that we used to have for a clearance. That's the klaxon thing, that's it. £6.95, 24 by 16 millimetres. I think, do you know what? These could slightly be an ode to an animal print as well. Do you know what I mean? Because animal print's really, really on trend. But if you want to wear it in a really subtle way, I think this would be a great way to go about it. 0800 644 655. Lots of you again taking advantage on this. And I do think with pearls and with the white quartz we had earlier, you could go down a really lovely winter wonderland feel. And at the same time, it can be seen as quite summer. I think magnesite of this colour is a gemstone for all seasons. All seasons in one gemstone. Wow, I really should get on maternity leave quick. I'll think about my actions over the next year. I could watch back all the shows I've ever done. In a year, I wouldn't. I've been here too long. I won't get them all seen in a year. No. Right, let's move on. No, I really wouldn't, would I? No. Okay, so which are we going to learn next?
Okay, it's actually the necklace that I've just done while I was...
This one here?
Yeah.
Really lovely. A very simple but really effective weave. Now, for those of you who are just starting out, this is a really effective way of using gemstones to give you a really lovely, quite a simple but effective design. But also, I just want to reiterate to you, I know I've mentioned it a couple of times in the show, if this is the first time you've ever shopped with us, we are going to send you a free DVD and free booklet with your first purchase that'll tell you lots of different ideas to get started, different design ideas, and also you'll learn a lot of different techniques, as well as you've got our YouTube channel, etc., that you can always tune into to pick up those tips as you go along. If you're not making a purchase today, but you'd still like to learn that and we want to basically hook you in, just call up and we'll send that to you completely free. You don't have to make a purchase. It's a free booklet and a free DVD, okay? So you will see similar techniques to this. So if this is something that you like, you've got the backup of that book coming out to you as well. So get a feel for this. I think you're really going to like this weave. It's one that I think I rely on this type of weave quite frequently.
Yeah.
Because it's quite simple, but you do get such an effective result. Especially, I love the fact that Nikki's used different shapes and sizes throughout the whole design. You've not stuck to just a round bead all the way through.
No, yeah. Put them all together, the colours are nice, aren't they?
Yeah, really lovely.
And like you say, it sort of brings the autumny little oranges and yellows in there to, you know, to the blue. So.
A lovely warm tone.
Okay, so this time I've just taken 3 strands of beading thread.
Okay.
And I fed them through a crimp and fed them back on themselves, obviously, and then I've just crimped that end ready to put a jump ring on or something like that.
For those of you who aren't familiar what crimping something means, basically it's squash it.
Yeah. Okay.
You squash it.
I could show that if you wanted me to.
Yeah, why don't we see that? Because I have a lot of people that I'm very aware have never made a piece of jewellery before in your life. So if you are a regular jewellery maker and you're watching, you can just zone out for a second. We're just going to do a quick moment of going back to basics for those people who never have made a piece of jewellery before. And there'll always be a first.
Okay, so you would take your piece of beading thread, bring them forward a bit, and you've got your little tiny crimp, and you would just pop it on the end of your beading thread.
The crimp is like a little tiny tubular.
Yeah, and it's easy to
bead.
squash as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, and you
A
can
squashable
buy,
tube.
you can buy crimping pliers, can't you? Or you could do it with just a flat pair of...
What do you tend to use?
I do use my crimping, yeah. I do, yeah. Because they've got that extra bit that the JM ones that you actually, when you, you know, you put it in and then you've got the little bit that takes it over, which I'll kind of try and show now. So.
They've got like little teeth on them, so it gives it a bit of a groove and it gives it a little bit more friction so the beading thread can't come out.
So I'll just turn that back over on itself and feed it back through. That's how you make your loop. Now what you can do is obviously you can put your fastening in there as well. You can put your toggle clasp or whatever you wanted to. You can put it in there before you start. So we'll just put it back through. And I'd make my loop however big or small I wanted to. And you just take your pliers, and I use the back holes first, and that makes it flat. Well, they actually put it like an indentation into it, so it is easier to fold over. And it will fold one way normally because it's got that indentation into it. And you just turn them over, catch them between that bit and crimp it flat, and that will hold your wire for you. I can't get it between the teeth of the crimps. Trying to flatten it, I can't see. There we go. I can't see. There we go, got it. There we go, and that holds your beading thread for you. So I just couldn't see to do that. I think I need glasses. It's terrible. So that was all we did on that one. And then, like you said, this was quite a simple weave. I've got 3 on this one that I've crimped at that end. And all we want to do is take any particular order. I've got the citrine and the quartz and the magnesite there. Okay, so if I just pop a citrine on one of them. I actually can't see now. There we go. Citrine on one. Magnesite in the centre on this one. And I'll put a ruby quartz on the end. Ruby quartz.
Ruby zoisite. Are you?
No.
I know. It's just a yellow quartz.
Yeah, lemon, yep.
Lemon quartz, as it's also known.
Don't even know where I got that from.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, so you've got your 3 beads, 1 on each of the strands. And then I took all 3 strands and fed them through one of the bigger wheels. Okay. And then you just repeat that in no particular order. So I might go for one of those first this time. Find the holes. And a magnesite wheel. And a little citrine. Can't get through the holes. I can't see. It's not that I can't get it through the holes, it's just me. I can't see. You have to get some glasses, I think. There we go. Right. So, and then again, I've taken my wheel, and we'll do that. There we go.
So then they all gather together to go through the wheel.
But you get a nice undulating kind of the things going through that.
And it works so nicely having all those different shapes and sizes rather than the same shape and size of bead.
Just a bit different.
Yeah, really lovely. And the colour combination works really nicely. Remember, you get all of those gemstones in the kit. Fab. so there was our second demonstration. Before we go on to the next one, we're giving you lots of opportunities to see, excuse me, lots of different beading techniques, but we've got something that's a little bit of a, we're just shoving it in a bit of a clearance deal and get your juices flowing. Talking about, we just mentioned the animal print element that you can get from a magnesite, and the fact that when the colour naturally takes to it, those natural beige hues and the natural inclusions still shine through. So you do get a bit of a snakeskin-esque feel to it. So it led us to bring to you some animal print of the leatherette cords. Now, these have been so popular, and my favourite way to wear these is literally put a clasp on either end and wrap it around and just wear it, so you've got loads of length. So you're going to get, I love these.
I wasn't looking, was I? I went, oh, I like them.
You're going to get 3 different ones. I think it was Gemma Crow that launched these. Okay, so these are the 3 different ones. You're going to get 1 metre of each. And they are so on trend. So, alongside these 3 metre lengths, these are the perfect fitting clasps, and they are a magnetic clasp. They're incredibly strong. Just to say, if you do have a pacemaker or defibrillator, please do not wear a magnet, and be aware that you need to also raise that caution should you be selling or giving your jewellery away. If at any point, that's not going to happen with these are so strong, I can feel the magnetic force. Magnets do make me laugh. You ready? I learned something a little while ago. If your magnets are feeling weak, you just rub them together and they recharge and they go really strong again. I know. You can thank me later. So, you are also going to be getting, can you imagine they're making that bracelet? So you just pop it in there. You just need to push it in a little bit, and you can use any of your tools or a cocktail stick or something. You just want to put it in there. But the first thing you need to do is inside that hole is pop a little bob of glue. And you've got the famous E6000 included in this bundle today. This is fantastic jewellery making glue, fantastic crafting glue, and it is probably one of the most versatile glues I've ever come across. $16.75 would be the usual price for all of this, but OMG C76. Today we're doing it for $8.95. That gets you all 3 metres lengths of cords and your 3 clasps, as well as your glue, for $9.95. OMG, $9.95. OMG C76 is the code. And another pound's just come off there. Yeah, $8.95. $8.95. Avril, Rita, Jenny, Vivian, Marjorie, Tracy, Sally, Margaret, Beverly, Claire, loads more if you're coming through. $8.95, that's for your 3 metres, your 3 clasps and the glue. Okay, so we're now going to go back to Nikki, where we're going to resume the world of the kumihimo, but kumihimoing with the zari thread, so you do get a very different look, and it is dinky and tiny. It's really impressive. Take a look at this bracelet here. So that's using the threads and then just a single garnet. I adore that. I think it's a really beautiful, delicate, decadent piece of jewellery, and probably would cost pennies to make in terms of your material. In terms of time, it's going to take a bit longer because of, obviously, we were discussing earlier on in the show, with your kumihimo, the thicker your braid that you're kumihimoing with, the quicker you're going to get a result. And this is probably one of the slimmest braids that you'd want to kumihimo with. On the round disc.
It's tiny. Although, it was Fiona actually said to me yesterday, maybe you could put like 3 strands in each hole and use 3 at a time.
Gosh, that would speed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So effectively thicken out each strand.
Yeah,
Lovely.
and you'd get a bigger braid, and
Yeah.
it'd be more
Yeah.
metallic from it, you know, and everything else. So.
Oh, yeah, lovely.
Or again, you can do the flat braid like Fleur did, or the designer that did the candle.
Yeah.
Because that flat braid obviously brings this. It does make it look bigger as well.
Yeah.
So it's quite good. Like that, so.
Okay.
So this one is actually, it's a 12 strand, and it's on the small round disc. Could be the big round disc, it doesn't matter. Again, you know, I've just done that. And this one's actually, it's a really easy one. It's your basic 8 strand, but with 12.
Okay.
So it's actually really easy to do. Even I can do it.
Yeah, I don't speak too soon. I'm joking.
Okay. So, and the way you set it up is you've got your 4 sides, and obviously the top and the bottom are in the right place where they normally would be when you start on an 8 braid. But you'd normally have the other 2 there and there. Okay, so I've just taken those and gone either side of the north, south, east and west. There and there. Okay, so your north and your south are in the right place, but the east and west are just slightly off each other. Okay, and all you do with this one, you do turn this one, is you actually take your top to bottom and bottom to top.
Okay.
Okay, and you're not crossing anything, and then you would just turn it round 1, so you'd be looking at your next line on your disc there. And again, top to bottom and bottom to top. And they do come into each other, and you get a little bit confused, but it's all good. And we go top to bottom and bottom to top. And you come round again. And you can see on that one, it did look like I had all 4 braids in one place, but it evens out as you come round. So we go top to bottom, bottom to top. I just keep going. Bottom. Yeah, I haven't got it. Oh, yes, there it is. There it is. Okay. And then it's top to bottom, bottom to top again. Okay. Turn around. Up and down. Bottom and bottom to top. And top, bottom, bottom. Okay. And you just keep going round, top to bottom and bottom to top. And that's literally all this one is on each of the on the braids. You just take it each time.
Just carrying around and
keep going
turning
round,
the disc.
turning the disc and just taking the 2 each time. So this one's a really simple one to do, but it's 12 strands. So if you've got bigger material as well, it actually works out, you know, you'll get an even thicker because you've got 12 strands in there in the first place. So like on the t-shirt yarn, that probably would have come out quite thick if I'd have done it on that one as well. So
fabulous. And that's using the copper, the antique copper and the bronze and the Zari threads in the kit. So before we go to the next demonstration, we will go to... Now, the 95% silver plated findings you went bonkers for earlier. I've got another pack here, and we're going to do... Are you serious? A full findings pack and the 6 and 5 tiara bands as well for £6.95 for the lot. So a full findings pack of 95% silver plated copper, and your 5 tiara bands we're doing for £6.95 clearance on this one, folks. This is approximately 90 pieces in your findings pack. Have we got a picture of the findings, or would you like me to get them out? Let's have a little gander. You're going to be getting 10 crimp bead covers, 10 spacer beads, 10 jump rings, 10 round ball head pins, 15 featherweight head pins, a metre of chain. That's great. You can just about see that if you squint ridiculously ever. How do you do that? Then you've got the ear hooks, you've got twisted shepherd hooks, you've got a brush toggle, so you've got the brushed heart groove lock, you've got a toggle clasp in there, a wire toggle clasp T-bar, that's larger, you've got the 20 crimp bead tubes in there, you've got the ribbon and cord ends, as well as your organza gift bag, obviously, and then you've got flower head pins in there as well, and your 5 tiara bands. Can I see the call screens, please, Phil? If you are wanting this, buy more than one. at £6.95. Brilliant price, says Beverly in Norfolk, I reckon. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. Visa, MasterCard, and of course you can use your PayPal accounts as well. I haven't got everybody's name coming through here. No, I haven't, Phil. No, I haven't got those names on my screen. Yeah. No. No. No, I haven't got all the names coming through on my screen. £6.95 at the top of my screen, and in Merseyside and Phyllis in the Shetland Islands. Apparently they were all ages ago and I haven't got the new ones coming through. No, they're not coming through on screen either. I've got the same as what's on the TV screen. No, the names aren't coming through properly, folks. We're going to have a sellout on this one. Okay, now we have about 10 minutes left, so what are we going to learn?
Tiny pair of earrings.
Okay, great. Now, but this is going to be using the tassels as well, and I think a lot of people don't know what to do with the tassels. You're going to get a tassel on the end of your strand. You'll get tassels actually on the end of your citrine and of the garnet strands that come in this kit. Let me show you these two together, because they look beautiful. Now, a tassel is a telltale sign for you that the gemstones have come directly from the mine and gone directly to our very own lapidarists in Jaipur in India. It's a tassel, to put it on, is something that we do as a little bit of a trademark as a company, so you know that it's a jewellery maker in-house effectively product. So we've gone directly to the mine, and then any treatment that has to, so if it's been heat treated or dyed, any of the faceting, cutting, colour matching, drilling, etc., it's all been done in-house. And then we've got the tassels on the end. And a lot of people don't know what to do with the tassels, so I think this is a really great way of using them, the way that Nikki's done these earrings. And again, with these earrings, I think they've got a slightly medieval feel to them.
Ah.
Yeah, love them.
I really
love
like
them.
those.
Love them. I think I was at Warwick Castle the other day. I'm in that zone.
Ah.
You were at Warwick Castle when you got told you had the job here producing? Oh, Phil, and then you were destined to work with me. Oh, he was really excited about that. Yeah. Dad, dinosaur, fly! You actually properly hit it then?
Not quite, not quite.
She had contact. Okay, right, so what do we need?
Yeah, I like the tassels sometimes, and they just match the garnet so beautifully on that one. So sometimes it's nice to use everything you've got as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so it's just basically, I've taken those, and they've got a little tiny hole through them, and in the little top bit, so that's quite nice. And I've just taken, I didn't have any wire in my kit, and you don't really need it, but I've taken the
featherweight head pins.
Lovely featherweight head pins, yeah. And I'm just taking one end of the head pin and putting it
And you're going to get featherweight head pins in that findings pack that's on your screen.
Oh, that's great. Taking one end of the head pin and put it through, and I'm just going to do a wrapped loop. So, to be fair, because they are so light, I tend to, you know, move them with my fingers, and I probably shouldn't. So I'm just going to, I've just pulled it up to a right angle. Just going to take it round the tassel. Put the tassel in the bottom of there. Taking it around the tassel and down a bit. So you've got like a loop in there. And I'm just going to try to get it at a right angle a bit more. It's better. There we go, that's better. And I'm just going to take that bit and wrap it around that one, which I would normally do with pliers, but because these featherweight head pins are actually so light and so nice to use, you can just wrap literally with your fingers. And you can also push them up slightly and push your coils up, because they're really easy to use. So you get a little wrap, and the tail that you get left, you just take your cutters, nip that off, and make sure it's okay. And then I've still got the ball on that end, and all I did, because I want to do the same with the other end, is I nipped that off, and then I put the gemstones from, I picked 3 that were varying in size. So So I put the big one on the bottom, middle size one, get him on there, and the small one. And then I've got enough there to do another little wrapped loop at the top, which if you wanted to, you could put your head pin on, but as the head pins bend, I tend to put them on afterwards. And I've just got enough on this head pin to give it another wrap. And again, I'm using my fingers, which is terrible, but I find it really easy just to pull this wire around. It's featherweight, isn't it? So it's quite nice. And they do a nice... And they go through the gemstones really nicely on some of the smaller gemstones.
Definitely pearls, I tend to use them as well. Hiya, Donna, darling. Hi there, gorgeous Lucy and T. Thanks, lovely. That's a nice way to start a message. Rather than, when you are dead, we had it earlier. I like tassels so much, I make my own using the Zari thread and my wag comb. Yeah, cool. Yeah. Donna from West Sussex, yeah. I know there's a huge trend for it, and you can make massive tassels if you're making your own as well. You can make a lot of money doing curtain tie-backs, making your own tassels as well, with a wax wire cone on top. Yeah. Yep. Cool, cool.
Okay, and then I've just opened the ear pin, obviously, to one side. You don't pull them apart because it stresses the metal, so you always take it to one side, and then just taking it back and close it down, and you've got one of your little earrings. Like that.
So simple and so effective.
Very simple, very effective. But I actually really like this pair of earrings.
I think maybe you should have them.
They're lovely. I've got to go to photography and everything anyway. So
no, after they've been to photography, should keep them.
They're
Thank
really
you
nice.
so much.
Hey,
right, we are going to be going to a break in just a moment, and when we come back from the break, we're going to be giving Nikki a bit of a challenge. And we're going to do a whole hour of clearance prices, which is going to be amazing. What was that, sorry? Which strand? Oh, right, Nikki, we're giving you the Dalmatian Jasper.
Yeah, I like
them. Love these, absolutely love them. So, a beautiful, like a beigey tone with this black speckledy hue. This is a Dalmatian Jasper, a gemstone that we hardly ever see. They're 14 millimetres in diameter, and we're going to basically give these to Nikki and see what she comes up with. You can have access to all the findings, whatever you'd like. VLP041, they're $6.95. Right, make sure you're jumping on the phone lines and adding those into your order. They're a lovely way, again, I think it sort of goes down the route of the animal print-esque. Not to the animal print without going, whoa, I'm wearing animal print.
Yeah, I saw them. I actually had, a quick look earlier, and Phil said, what do you like in that box? And I immediately.
Oh,
so,
did you now? So not a challenge in the slightest then.
Well, it is a challenge because I didn't say I was getting them. But
no, that's true.
You know.
Well, you are, my lovely. VLP041. Can I see the call screens, please, Phil? Thank you very much. Yeah, my call screen's not working. 230 carats. So that's the strand. Enjoy playing with those. Just before we go to our break, can I just quickly revisit the kit? Okay, so with the kit that you're getting today, you are going to be getting the 3 lots of the Zari thread and these medieval hues of the copper, the antique copper and the antique bronze. 50 metres beading thread, 6 metres clear elastic, 80 metres of monofilament, and that's all for $27.95 with genuine gemstones, ruby zoisite, garnet, citrine, magnesite, lemon quartz, and more magnesite, all for $27.95, and the code's at the bottom of the screen, QOGC89. So if you're umming and ahhing about it, go for it. VLP041. So we're going to go to a break. When we come back, it's going to be fast and ridiculously furious, and you're going to have to fight your way to get some of the items. To say we're going to do clearance is an understatement. We're going to take a real hit on a number of different items, so make sure you continue to join us and take advantage of that one post and packaging price all day. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a moment.
Join us this December at our Gemporia Christmas Ball. Meet your favourite faces from across the channels and enjoy an evening of festive fun as we head back to Warwickshire to the beautiful Wroxall Abbey. Tickets are more limited than last year, but priced at £89 per person, they're already selling out fast. The evening includes a welcome drink, 3-course meal and a chance to dance, as the lounge's very own Nichols will again be singing with his band Alfonso's Pancake Breakfast. With auction prizes to bid on and raffle prizes to be won, the evening will be raising money for the Colourful Life Foundation. So don't delay, book your tickets today on 0333 400 0011. See you at Christmas.
Learn great techniques